Look into the eerie depths of the unknown with our compilation of the 100 most disturbing moments caught on trail cameras. Brace yourself for spine-tingling encounters, from human-faced spiders to cryptid sightings, haunted trail bridges, and epic bear battles that will send shivers down your spine. These chilling snapshots of the extraordinary and the uncanny will challenge your perception of reality and leave you with hair-raising chills. So, gather your courage, for the mysteries of the wilderness await.
Wild dog and the leopard. In the core of the wild and thick forest, a wily leopard prowled quietly among the dark. His lustrous fur allowed him to blend into the surroundings, making him nearly unnoticeable. His golden eyes lustered with a fierce determination as they fixed upon a lone doggy, ignorant and innocent. The leopard's muscles curled like leaps as he prepared for the search. His heart contended with expectation as he inched near his target. The doggy, swishing his tail happily, smelled the ground and played with leaves, fully unconscious to the risk slipping hard. The leopard, now just a whisker down from his prey, huddled low, ready to hurtle. His heart pounded, and time sounded to stand still. He was about to launch into action, hoping to catch the canine by surprise and satisfying his empty belly. The forest held its breath, staying for the certain moment of the leopard's quick and silent attack.
Fearless bear. In the midst of a bright and sunny day, deep within the dark woods, something truly mysterious unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. What happened on the recording was none other than a majestic and enigmatic black bear, but with a twist. It bore a lustrous coat of brown fur. There it was, strolling leisurely through the woods, cradling a bundle of bushes in its mighty jaws, perhaps a simple meal for the day. The sight was nothing short of captivating, as if the bear had decided to embark on a curious adventure, unhurried and seemingly without any particular destination in mind. Bears, we often think of as endearingly cute creatures, but in that fleeting moment, one couldn't help but be reminded of their untamed nature. For when hunger or anger strikes, these seemingly gentle giants can transform into formidable forces of the wild. A stark contrast of the tranquil scene that unfolded in the dappled sunlight of the woods that day. It served as a powerful reminder that even in the most unexpected of moments, the natural world can reveal its eerie and fascinating mysteries, leaving us in awe of the untamed beauty that resides just beyond our everyday lives. Scary beast. A terrifying YouTube video captured an unpleasant and scary scene in the eerie darkness of the night. Near a remote residence, a strange being that resembled a bear, yet gave off an otherworldly aura, was seen. The house started to move as a result of the creature's unsettling presence, as though it were rocking back and forth in some strange dance. The spine-chilling scene was further enhanced by the ethereal glimmer in its eyes. Fearing the mysterious monster, a panicked person hurriedly sought safety in their car. A frightening impact was left on those who dared to watch, as spectators speculated about the origins and purposes of this strange creature. Ghost Child. A crawling, childlike, ghostly apparition appeared from a dark nook in the hospital lobby, where nurses and physicians were assembled. Everyone in the room felt goosebumps as the transparent figure slowly glided across the floor. As shocked eyes observed the unsettling sight, fear and confusion permeated the room. The ghostly presence persisted despite efforts to explain the bizarre experience. The medical team was haunted by this terrifying experience, which led to quiet discussions regarding the mysterious occurrence that had happened in front of their eyes.
A las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chicas, no mames.
Sneak attack. In a quiet, sun-soaked influent, a mischievous alligator hatched a devious plan. With stealthy eyes lurking just above the water's surface, it observed a young boy casting his fishing line into the peaceful river. Suddenly, like a shadow in the murky depths, the alligator devised a sneak attack. With a swift charge, it burst forth from the water, jaws wide open, aiming to snatch the boy's prized catch.
I think this might have been a big real time catcher.
The unsuspecting boy, absorbed in the thrill of the catch, was caught off guard. The splash echoed through the serene surroundings as the alligator's attempt was captured by a hidden camera. The reptilian thief's daring attack unfolded in a series of shots, freezing the heart-pounding moment when predator and prey collide. The boy, astonished by the unexpected assault, managed to escape with his fish, while the alligator sneaks back into the water, its snout disappearing beneath the ripples. The stolen moment, frozen in time by the cam, became a tale of the wild, a reminder of nature's unpredictable dance between survival and surprise.
I think this might have been a big real time catcher.
Bear encounter. Once in a big wild jungle, two familiars decided to explore. They walked among tall trees and twisted vines, feeling excited about what was ahead. As they went further, they heard a noise in the bushes. Suddenly, a huge bear came out, its fur shining in the sunlight. The hikers got really scared and stood still. The bear was more curious than mean.
Go to the left side of the trail.
Left side of the trail.
It sniffed the air and stood up on its back legs. The hikers, hearts beating fast, stepped back slowly, trying not to upset the big animal.
Hey, bear.
The jungle got super quiet as this surprising meeting happened. Eventually, the bear, maybe tired of watching the scared humans, strolled back into the jungle. The hikers felt so relieved, realizing they had a close moment with the wild beauty. The jungle, once mysterious, became a story they'd tell for a long time, a story of bravery and the day they met a bear in the deep, wild heart of nature. Hunter polar bear. This video depicts a harrowing scene of a polar bear attacking a husky dog on the ice. The video's origin and location remain unknown. It shows a large polar bear approaching a group of dogs, likely catching them off guard. The bear pounces on a brown husky, clamping its jaws around the dog's body. Despite the dog's attempts to resist, it is overpowered by the bear's strength and weight. The bear repeatedly strikes the dog on the ice, causing severe injury and distress. Two other huskies, one black and white and the other black, are present, frantically circling and vocalizing in an attempt to distract the bear or help their companion. The video concludes with the polar bear still holding the dog, while the other two huskies continue their frantic movements. The outcome remains uncertain, leaving viewers with unanswered questions and concerns about the fate of the dogs. Bigfoot found on property. In a stunning video, Bigfoot, the mysterious creature, seems to have been found on Adrian Erickson's land. This video is causing a lot of excitement and surprise among researchers, who are confidently saying that Bigfoot is real. Why is this video so convincing? Well, cameras placed on Erickson's property captured Bigfoot walking deep in the jungle. This video has become a crucial piece of evidence and is truly amazing to see. As you watch the video, you'll feel like you're right in the forest where Bigfoot lives. The creature is huge, covered in hair, and takes slow, deliberate steps. It's hard to doubt what you're seeing. This discovery is a big deal and has brought new questions and excitement to Bigfoot research. The property is now at the center of Bigfoot stories, and this video is strong evidence that Bigfoot exists. The legend of Bigfoot just became a lot more real, and this is a story that will keep captivating our imaginations for a long time. Intruder bear. The video shows a funny and unexpected scene of a large black bear escaping from a backyard by climbing over a fence. The video was recorded by two homeowners. They had left some cupcakes in their car, which attracted the bear's attention. The bear broke into their car to eat the cupcakes. The homeowners heard the noise and went outside to see what was going on. They saw the bear in their backyard looking for more food. The homeowners decided to film the bear instead of chasing it away.
Jesus, my drop. You videotaping it? Yes.
They were amused by the bear's antics, but also worried about their safety and their property. They kept a safe distance from the bear while filming its activities. The bear realized that it was trapped in the backyard, and it looked for a way out. It spotted a fence that separated the backyard from the road. The fence was about 6 feet high. The bear decided to climb over the fence instead of going around it. The fence was not strong enough to support the bear's weight, and it bent and squashed under the pressure.
Oh, yep, he broke it.
Crap.
The bear managed to reach the top of the fence. It wobbled and swung on the wire, trying to avoid falling down. The homeowners watched as the bear struggled to escape the fence. They wondered if the bear would hurt itself or get stuck on the wire. The video ends with the bear still hanging on the fence, while the homeowners continue to film and comment. The viewers are left wondering what will happen next. The video shows a rare and amusing event that highlights the interaction between humans and wildlife. Massive sea creature. In a big, never-ending ocean, something really huge moved under the waves. One sunny day, a military helicopter flying over the sea saw a giant shadow swimming below. The people inside the helicopter could not believe what they were seeing, a gigantic ocean creature coming up from the deep. It was like a super big ancient monster showing itself. The helicopter's blades were spinning fast as the military team figured out what to do. They stayed up in the air looking down and saw how massive the creature was. Its skin sparkled in the sunlight, and the waves splashed against its really big body. Everyone on the helicopter got tense as they told their headquarters about finding this giant sea creature. It became a careful dance between the people and the monster. While the helicopter went around, the sea giant moved slower, maybe confused by the sudden visit. The military team, amazed and careful, quickly took movie and notes about this incredible discovery. Creepy encounter. In the spooky Appalachian Mountains, there is a scary story about a person exploring the thick jungle with just a camera. As they went deeper, the place got super quiet, and it felt like the trees were sharing old secrets. Things got really tense when the brave explorer saw something creepy. The camera caught it all, and it was so creepy that it made them shiver. The bushes hinted that something spooky was there, even though they could not see it. All of a sudden, the camera showed a strange figure hiding in the dark. It looked like a spooky dance of darkness and moonlight, giving the explorer a big scare. As this weird thing seemed to notice them and stared at the camera, the explorer was stuck, scared, and fascinated at the same time. They did not make a cast. The camera kept recording, showing a ghostly encounter in the Appalachian wilds. This creepy adventure left a scary memory, turning the once beautiful jungle into a place of secrets that will always give you the creeps. Strange creature. Once in a quiet farm, something weird got caught on camera. A strange creature not like anything you've seen. It had a long, strong, scaled tail like an alligator, but then was surprised. No arms. Yep, you got it right. No arms at all. The farmers doing their daily work could not believe their eyes when they found this odd creature. Its scaly tail moved around, swishing and swaying, going through the fields in a really interesting and kinda spooky way. The camera took a video of every moment, freezing the creature's picture with its special armless look. Lots of questions flew around the farm like busy freaks. What was this creature? Where did it come from? And the big one, style did it get by without arms? Everyone in town chatted about the mystery of the scaly-tailed creature, making the ordinary days on the farm feel a bit magical. Deep-sea creature. As the sun went down and depicted the sky with warm colors, a curious guy with a camera found something amazing at the empty beach. Wondering about a strange shape peeking from the beach, he decided to check it out. With every step, the creature revealed itself, and the man's eyes got big. He quickly aimed his camera, capturing the mysterious thing hidden there for who knows how long. The creature looked like it was from another world, with see-through fins that shimmered in the fading light. Its shiny scales suggested a life in the deep sea that people might not understand. Not bothered by the man snooping, the creature seemed to be peacefully asleep, keeping its secrets safe on the beach. The man, feeling a mix of amazement and nervousness, recorded lots of videos, making sure to remember this rare moment. As the camera clicked, a feeling of awe filled the air, making the man suppose about all the hidden mysteries beneath the surface of our everyday world.
Mystical encounter with frill-necked lizard. In a sunny forest, something amazing happened. A brave man was there, full of curiosity. He pointed his camera at a special lizard called a frill-necked lizard. This lizard moved in a strange way, like a puzzle to solve. The lizard sat on the man without scaring him. Instead, the man laughed. The lizard had a frill on its neck that would get bigger and smaller, like a magical show. It moved in a way that looked almost unreal, like it was defying gravity. The forest was a perfect place for this magical encounter. The sunlight came through the trees, making everything seem mystical. Anyone lucky enough to see this couldn't help but feel the forest mysteries. In that short moment, the man's laughter and the lizard's dance made a beautiful and mysterious moment in the forest. It left everyone who saw it amazed by the wonders of nature. Woman and panther. In a hidden place, a video told a strange story. It all started when a woman found what she thought was a small kitten in a tangled mess of plants. But as time passed, she realized it wasn't a kitten at all. It was a panther, a wild and powerful creature. Surprisingly, she didn't get scared and kept the panther as her companion. Her courage was a mystery because she took the panther into the deep forest where it was dangerous. They explored the woods together like two secret friends connected by fate. The video talked about a special connection beyond understanding between the woman and the panther. It was a story about a woman who bravely embraced the mysteries of the wild, a story hidden in the darkness and lit by her bravery, always wrapped in secrets.
Mysterious Bigfoot amidst woods. In a quiet forest far from people, a camera reported something eerie. It was a huge, mysterious figure moving silently among ancient trees.
Get away. Walking backwards.
The way it moved seemed unnatural, like it came from another world. It gave off a strange feeling, making us all scared and curious. This strange presence was cloaked in darkness, and we couldn't understand where it came from or what it wanted. The forest, once peaceful, now felt eerie and full of unknowns. When we watched the video later, we couldn't shake off the uneasy feeling it left us with. We had so many questions about this mysterious figure, but no answers. It reminded us that there are still many secrets in the natural world, and in that forest, we witnessed something beyond our understanding.
That's 2 feet.
Mysterious mammoth skeleton unveiled. In a hidden, dark place, a mysterious video revealed something incredible. A nearly complete mammoth skeleton tucked away from sight, like a challenging puzzle. These bones belonged to a massive creature that lived long ago, a male mammoth in its prime. Surprisingly, it had been buried secretly around 15,000 years ago, and no one knew why.
It was an adult male, probably in its 40s at the time of its death.
As we examined the skeleton closely, we discovered key parts. A skull that once made loud noises, a jaw that chewed ancient plants, and its impressive tusks. Some spine bones hinted at its enormous size, and scattered ribs had their unique tails. But the real puzzle was this: its limbs and feet were missing, as if they had vanished into the past. Alongside the mammoth, we found tools crafted by ancient humans, a plan for its neck, and 3 significant markers. It appears these ancient people buried the mammoth for reasons known only to them. Now, we stand on the brink of unraveling this mystery, much like piecing together a ghostly tale from the distant past.
A second line of evidence is this sequence of articulated neck vertebrae that we had.
Alien encounter? On a dark and eerie night at the campsite, something strange unfolded. The camera captured a rare and chilling sight, although the image was dim and unclear. The atmosphere carried an eerie, mysterious aura, sending shivers down the spines of those present. Suddenly, the operator spotted an unexpected guest, a mysterious creature seemingly alien. Its appearance created a stir, almost as if the very fire reacted to its presence. Panic spread as people scurried around, unaware of the lurking, mysterious figure among the trees. It resembled an enigmatic creature blending into the shadows. Then, in a swift motion, the alien darted away, leaving a trail of mystery. This was an unprecedented event, a puzzle that no one had ever encountered before. The alien remained an enigma, a mystery that begged for an explanation, leaving the campsite shrouded in an unsettling atmosphere of uncertainty. The mysterious coyote. In the quiet mountains where the snow blanketed the ground, a camera captured a sight that was beyond rare. It was something never seen before, a mysterious creature in an uncommon moment. Instead of its usual hunting and roaming, this coyote was doing something unusual. It was perched high in a tree, nibbling on berries. This was a truly strange scene. Everyone who saw it was left wide-eyed and puzzled. Coyotes aren't known for tree-climbing antics. After all, this particular one seemed different, like it held a secret. The mystery of this peculiar coyote remains unsolved, leaving everyone curious and eager for answers. How did it manage to ascend the tree? That's the question on everyone's mind. It was a very infrequent scene that happened here in this clip. The image of this enigmatic coyote has sparked a lot of interest and wonder. People are eager to understand this mysterious behavior, hoping it might reveal something new and fascinating about these creatures we thought we knew so well. The snow-covered mountains seem to hold more secrets than we ever imagined. Creepy humanoid. The camera recorded a mysterious and eerie sight. This clip was captured by the home's CCTV footage. This mysterious creature that was recorded in the camera moved like a crab across the road, walking on 4 bent legs. Its figure was so spooky and suspicious. It's unclear what this creature was. It was looking really mysterious and rare sight. Some people say that it was a mutant dog. Some people say it was a creepy alien. It was a scene that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who saw it. A moment filled with true mystery and fear. Whereas some people firmly believe that this was a ghoul. A ghoul is basically a demon-like being or monstrous humanoid that was originated in the pre-Islamic Arabian religion in modern fiction. The word ghoul is usually describing a certain kind of undead humanoid monster that consumes human flesh. Sounds pretty horrific and terrifying. But this is a very creepy mystery. What it was giving spines to the camera operator and people around it. But it was not revealed the secret of this cryptic, eerie creature yet, leaving us all with a lingering sense of unease. Three-eyed creature. The camera caught a mysterious, uneasy clip. This video that was recorded in very cryptic and filled the air with spine-chilling and fear. In this video, the two friends are walking on the woodland. They wanted to test their new trail camera in these woodland. They faced the camera towards a spot where they thought wild animals might be, and left it overnight. They returned to see what they caught on camera. When they come to check what camera had recorded, the friends were very shocked, and everyone who viewed this video also shocked and horrified. There was a creature with 3 glowing eyes hiding in the bushes. It was looking very unfamiliar and scary. That held those operators or viewers in suspense and make terrified. The air was truly pervade, enigmatic, and fearful. The 3 eyes of this creature or being was very eerie and frightened. They are glowing and illuminated. Is it was a paranormal creature or something else? This was looking very spooky. It was still a deep mystery what it is. That was still hidden or unrevealed yet. No one can point out what it was. deadly encounter. As twilight settled in, a camera silently observed a mysterious scene. A winding river hidden in the moonlight meandered through an untouched forest. Its waters held secrets from ancient times, concealed deep within the heart of the wild woods. A solitary figure emerged, outlined by the dark shadows around him. He clutched a cold, treacherous weapon, its steel gleaming ominously. His eyes, hidden in the darkness, showed a chilling determination devoid of mercy. The camera focused on a creature beneath the river's surface, an enormous crocodile, a relic of the past. Its scales shining eerily in the dim light. With each movement, the river seemed to murmur stories of its ancient lineage. The man's finger tightened, and a thunderous shot pierced the night's silence. The crocodile writhed in agony, a grotesque struggle for survival. The river, once peaceful, turned into a gruesome canvas, its waters tainted with a sinister red. But the man's determination held fast. He fired again, and this time, the ancient beast succumbed to the relentless assault. Its formidable form lay motionless, life extinguished. The forest seemed to mourn the loss of its ancient guardian, holding its breath. A profound stillness enveloped the scene. The river, now without its monstrous inhabitant, reflected the calmness of a world forever changed by the enigmatic man and his deadly weapon. As the camera lingered on this blood-soaked tableau, one couldn't help but ponder the mysteries hidden within the depths of the river and the soul of the man who had dared to confront the untamable. Ghostly Forest. Deep in a spooky, dark forest, there's a story that will give you chills day and night. A trail camera recorded something so unsettling that it's etched into our minds. In this scary forest, strange things happen. As the camera records, something eerie stirs in the woods, showing ghostly figures that make you shiver. Are they trapped spirits cursed by the forest's history, or is it something we can't understand? The forest itself feels evil, with trees twisted into creepy shapes, like bony fingers reaching out to scare you. You can hear footsteps you can't see, reminding you that you're all alone. Get ready for a journey where fear is your only friend, and the line between real life and nightmares blurs. This terrifying video reminds us of the horrors waiting for those who dare to explore. Will you be brave enough to watch, or will the darkness take over? Mothman Hunt. A group of explorers in America decided to attract and capture the infamous Mothman, a strange and eerie creature that is believed to exist. They set it off in the wilderness, setting a small trap and holding their large torchlights. Suddenly, one of the men senses something very strange. As he turns back to look at it, he sees two large glowing eyes. He gets startled and tells his companions about them. After that, the group searches the forest, walking deeper into the woods in the middle of the night. As they walk into the wilderness, they notice some strange and eerie noises coming from within the woods.
What was that? Look at that limb moving. Yeah, I see it move.
They hear weird screeches and haunting sounds from within the woods. They are left startled and confused. One of the men sees a glimpse of something deep behind the trees. They have set a trap to capture whatever creature is present in the woods and making the eerie noises. Many weird and creepy things happen with the group. Their torches are lit with fire, and the eerie sounds and screeches do not stop. The group keeps searching the entire area to find and unravel the hidden mysteries of the dense forest. What do you think will happen next?
What's up, Buck? We got stuff falling out from the trees. We got all kind of movement going around us.
Roaming spirit. In the dimly lit police department corridors late at night, an unexplained and eerie spectacle unfolded. A chilling video hidden in the archives suddenly emerged, revealing an enigmatic figure dancing amidst the darkness. It was no earthly being, but a special visitor from unknown realms. The vigilant police officer on duty watched with dread as the alien presence moved eerily, reporting it to superiors and setting off a chain of chilling events that gripped the town in fear. News of this unearthly apparition spread rapidly, captivating reporters and townsfolk alike. Late-night debates ensued, with some speculating whether the police department had become a portal to the supernatural, while others whispered of a lingering spirit seeking retribution. In that harrowing moment captured on film, a shroud of mystery descended upon the police department. Blurring the line between reality and the shadowy realms that lie beyond. Creepy man. In a quiet forest where trees share secrets with the wind, something spooky happened. A creepy man hidden in the darkness slowly came out, like a mysterious creature waking up.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
He moved without making a sound, like leaves rumoring in the night. A sneaky camera hidden in the trees recorded this scary moment. The lens showed the man's ghostly figure crawling out from the thick bushes, with his eyes giving off a weird glow.
Just some cruisers, man!
The moon's pale light touched his strange face, making the branches above seem scared. As the camera mugged each strange move, the air got really tense. The man's presence was like a scary puzzle the forest did not want to figure out. His crawling shadow against the dark background gave everyone goosebumps, telling a spooky story without words. The forest, once a peaceful place, now kept the secret of the crawling man, a mystery frozen in the camera's stare. The recorded video turned into a rumored tale shared by those who believed in spooky things, leaving a lasting memory in the scared soul of the woods.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
Mystical spider enigma. In the secret house, a secret video happened, taken by a hidden house camera. In the video, a man was just doing regular work in his backyard. He was cleaning up old stuff when something strange appeared from his garden, a huge spider. This spider felt like a mysterious sign as the daylight got weaker. The air got heavy, like the spider knew secrets wrapped up in its big body. The man went from surprise to real fear because this spider was way too big and creepy. He tried to use his cleaning tool to scare it away, but the spider didn't care. It kept moving slowly, like it had a plan, making the place feel spooky and quiet. In this weird dance between the man and the spider, fear took over the backyard. The man tried hard to hit the spider, making a scary noise. But here's the strange part. The spider, this magical giant bug, didn't care about the man's hits. It went on like it had a job to do, like it followed some kind of magic. The huge spider went after the man, not stopping. The man, just a regular person caught in fear, ran away. And then the video suddenly ended, like it had its own secrets. The mystery of the giant spider stayed like a puzzle in the dark, full of scary feelings, wonder, and places nobody knows.
Lion and crocodile. In a dark, hidden part of the forest, something secret and strange happened. A video camera recorded a spooky dance between two powerful animals, a lion and a crocodile. They were fighting over a piece of food. The shadows of these animals looked spooky against the green background. The lion was like a king getting ready to pounce with hungry eyes. On the other side, the crocodile was like a scary monster waiting for its turn. The food they fought over was just a small piece, but it seemed really important to them. The lion roared loudly and pulled on the food, showing how much he wanted it. The crocodile, even though it usually lives in the water, used its strong jaws to hold onto the food, looking dangerous. The fight continued and it was hard to tell who would win. The whole forest was very quiet, like it was watching this strange battle. Even the trees and birds seemed to be holding their breath, as if they were in awe of this mysterious moment. The bushes in the forest seemed to have secrets from a very long time ago. The darkness of the night made the scene even more eerie and fascinating. It was a moment where the wild and the mysterious mixed, showing us a side of nature that we don't often get to see. Tiger eating meal. In a cage, a fierce lion was caught on camera having its meal. The lion seemed quite angry and wild. It was given a whole chicken and it began eating it hungrily. The way that it ate the chicken was eerie, as it took big bites and devoured it whole. The mysterious sight of the lion devouring the chicken made the scene even scarier. The lion's fierce hunger and the way it ripped into the chicken added to the creepiness of the moment. It was as if the lion was a ravenous beast, showing its primal instincts as it tore into its meal. The video captured this eerie and unsettling scene, leaving a chilling impression. Eagles attack. A camera saw something strange. It was a big bird called an eagle attacking a wild goat. The goats were eating grass in a field. Then the huge eagle came down from the mountain and went after one of the black goats. The goat fought back, but the eagle didn't let go of its neck. The goat was hurt and fell off the mountain many times while trying to protect itself. The eagle never left the goat. This mysterious and curious event was caught on camera, and it made everyone very surprised. People's eyes got wide, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. It was a very strange and shocking thing to watch. Mysterious deer. In a quiet park during the day, a strange and puzzling event unfolded in a video. A big deer looking strong and motherly stood with her little baby. Nearby, a cat watched with its curious cat eyes, and a pet dog relaxed farther away, unaware of the strange thing happening. Suddenly, without warning, the deer ran towards the dog, attacking it with wild and uncontrolled aggression. The dog had no idea what was going on and couldn't defend itself. Just as unexpectedly, the deer shifted her attention to the cat. She chased the cat, but the cat was quick and managed to escape. The deer continued to pursue the cat into the bushes. The reason behind this mysterious behavior remained a secret, hidden in the deer's intentions. Was it about protecting her baby, marking her territory, or something even more puzzling? People who saw the video were left with more questions than answers, wondering about the mysteries of the natural world. It was indeed a very strange and mysterious scene that will be remembered for a long time. Baby Rhino's playdate with a wild beast. In this adorable video, a baby rhino stole the show with its adorable antics. This young rhino, full of youthful radiance, played a game of chase with a nearby wildebeest. It mustered all its tiny might, charged toward the wild beast, and then quickly retreated to its mother's side for safety. The wildebeest played along while gracefully prancing off and then lowering its pace to allow the baby rhino to catch up. Their amusing back and forth was a touching example of animal friendship and innocence. A warthog was also watching the scene with a look of pure amusement. It seemed genuinely entertained by the lively performance, demonstrating how nature is full of surprises, including the endearing and happy times when various creatures get together to enjoy some innocent fun. This video served as a heartfelt reminder of the pure and untamed delight of youth and the incredible connections that form between the various creatures that call the wild home. Jaws of danger. In a bone-chilling and utterly dangerous video, a man dared to defy reason by pushing his entire arm into the gaping jaws of a crocodile. The crocodile's mouth was open wide, like the jaws of an ancient predator ready to close. Undaunted by the impending danger, the man first played with fate by sticking only a tiny portion of his arm in, then quickly pulled it out as the crocodile's jaws closed. Then he plunged his whole arm right into the crocodile's mouth. It was a heart-pounding moment, leaving viewers in shock and thrill. One could only wonder what drove the man to take such a risky and potentially fatal action. This video was a sobering reminder of the extent to which some people would go to experience thrills or to demonstrate their bravery, even when they were in grave danger. massive elephant seal. In a New Zealand park, something strange happened during the bright daylight. A massive and mysterious creature appeared, pushing the limits of understanding. The video recorded this mystery, revealing a gigantic elephant seal, a creature normally found deep in the sea. This enormous being moved through the park with an eerie grace. People gathered around like insects, and their quiet whispers added to the puzzling atmosphere. This was no ordinary sight. It was like a puzzle in the daytime. People couldn't figure out where this enormous creature came from. It felt as if it had emerged from the depths of the ocean, breaking free from the water to explore the land. In that strange and bright moment, the park transformed into a place of mysteries. Reality mixed with the unknown, and the massive elephant seal became a puzzle that no one could solve. Hunting gone wrong. Have you ever heard about a gray wolf hunting a skunk? Well, the other day, a trail camera recorded a fascinating incident that happened in the middle of the night. Apparently, a gray wolf was stalking a skunk and attacked it from behind, thinking that it would be an easy prey. However, things didn't go as planned. The skunk activated its defense mechanism and sprayed the wolf with its pungent odor. The wolf was taken aback and stayed numb and irritated for a while, trying to shake off the stinky mess. It was a hilarious sight to witness, a wild predator being outsmarted by a tiny skunk. Though it might have been frustrating for the wolf, it's always incredible to see how nature has equipped each animal with unique ways to survive and defend itself. So, next time you see a skunk, be careful. They can be pretty feisty.
Scary doorbell footage. In the quiet of a moonlit night, the doorbell camera silently recorded eerie scenes that sent shivers down spines. A hooded figure, shrouded in darkness, approached cautiously. Another revealed a mysterious ghostly figure passing through an open gate without restriction.
You playing Minecraft?
And then, an unexpected flash of movement captured a group of eerie glowing eyes in the abyss of the night. As the footage unfolds, the sinister events continue to baffle and terrify. The hooded figure's purpose remains a chilling mystery, and the spectral figure's appearance defies explanation. Those unsettling glowing eyes in the darkness haunt the imagination, leaving a lingering fear of the unknown. These doorbell camera recordings open a doorway to a realm where the line between what's real and what's beyond comprehension becomes increasingly thin, leaving us with a sense of disquiet that refuses to fade. In these moonlit moments, the supernatural beckons and our understanding of the world is forever altered. Ghost scare. On that eerie night, the doorbell security camera captured footage that sent shivers down spines. In the pitch-black void of darkness, the camera's lens revealed a spectral presence, a ghostly apparition, hauntingly elusive as it glided through the night. Its ethereal form seemed to dance in the feeble embrace of the moonlight, casting an eerie glow upon the surroundings. As the mysterious specter lingered by the door, the camera's night vision unveiled its spine-chilling features, leaving everyone on edge. The unsettling scrape of this supernatural encounter left a deep sense of frustration and fear, an indelible mark etched into the collective memory of that ominous night.
It's blurred itself. See? So it could be anything.
The enigmatic creature, resembling a swirling ball of snow or a drifting smoke bubble but far larger in scale, added to the surreal and macabre atmosphere. Its presence was an unsettling reminder that the boundary between the natural and supernatural realms could blur in the most unexpected and chilling ways. As dawn finally broke, the lingering sense of the otherworldly slowly dissipated, but the memory of that haunting night would forever haunt the minds of those who witnessed it.
Watch, look at that. And then saw this from his video front door cam.
The doorbell security camera had captured a glimpse into a world beyond our comprehension, where the spectral and the real intertwined, leaving a creepy sense of unease that would never truly fade away. Mysterious shadow. In the dark, eerie woods, a mysterious event unfolded. A camera placed deep within the sinister forest recorded a puzzling video. In this enigmatic footage, a U-shaped shadow suddenly appeared. What could it be? The shadow belonged to a strange creature, not quite like a bear, with a distinct shape. Unlike anything seen before, this creature baffled the onlookers. The camera, intended to capture the secrets of the forest, failed to reveal this lurking mystery on a sunny day. It left everyone wondering, what was it and where did it come from? Its presence sent shivers down their spines, leaving them with more questions than answers. Glowing orb mystery. The trail camera in broad daylight captured an odd luminous sphere. This glowing ball-shaped entity drifted across the sky, sending shivers due to its eerie presence. It was a mysterious, spectral being, unlike any known creature. Its lack of a discernible body intensified the intrigue. Meanwhile, a nearby deer remained oblivious, engrossed in its own world. The enigmatic orb ascended behind the deer, steadily climbing higher into the sky. Then, abruptly, it shot upwards, beyond the camera's lens, leaving behind an unresolved enigma. The riddle remained unsolved, and its purpose or identity remained a baffling mystery.
Giant wolf! In the dark, something strange happened. A big video showed a giant wolf coming out of the shadows. Its eyes were shining mysteriously. The air felt weird and scary as the wolf moved. Like a mysterious dance in the dark. The wolf walked in a tricky way, making it even more mysterious. People watching couldn't move, feeling a scary cold. The wolf looked like a ghost in the night, moving in a strange and graceful way, different from its scary look. People watching got scared, and a shiver went through everyone as the mystery continued. When the wolf got close to the road, the air felt like something unseen was happening. Nobody knew why the wolf was there or what it wanted. Every moment was filled with a feeling of not knowing, like a strange story in the spooky scene. Nobody dared to figure out what the wolf wanted. The video showed something we couldn't explain, like a secret message from the shadows. People stayed confused and curious, like a never-ending puzzle. In that scary night, the mystery stayed, leaving a strong memory in everyone's mind, always remembered as something unknown. Mysterious lioness encounter. In the daytime bushes, something strange happened. There's a video of people and a lioness in a vehicle. It's weird because you don't expect a wild lioness in a car. The people around the lioness act like it's normal, not scared at all. It's like they're friends with the lioness, which makes it even more puzzling. Are they just watching the wild show? Or do they know something mysterious? The video feels creepy, like a spooky scene. But the strange part is that the people don't look scared. They look used to it, like it happens often. It's a mix of normal and weird that messes with your mind. Even though you see it in the video, the real reason for this bizarre meeting stays hidden. People talk and guess, but the mystery stays. It's like a secret meeting with the unknown, caught in a short video that leaves you feeling uneasy, like a strange picture you can't forget.
Поехали кататься. Вау.
Eldritch forest encounters. In the dim light of the camera's lens, something terrifying unfolded. In a gloomy pond sat trapped within a creepy old forest. The water looked like a dark mirror reflecting the black sky above, almost like a portal to the abyss. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a horrifying figure appeared. It was not like anything from our world.
I remember.
A weird humanoid lurking in the distant darkness. It glowed with an eerie, unnatural orange light, defying the laws of nature. This creature had a twisted shape, like an orangutan gone horribly wrong. Covered in ragged, mossy clothing, its body contorted into a creepy, hunched posture. Its eyes burned with a malevolent fire that could chill your very soul. Just looking at it sent shivers down your spine. This beast had lived hidden in that sinister forest, far from human understanding. A avoiding science and reason. No one knew where it had come from, and its existence seemed like a macabre mystery. Was it a creature from the depths of darkness, a guardian of forbidden secrets, or a sign of impending disaster? The camera, by pure chance, captured the spine-chilling moment, etching it into history as a tale of terror. The world would tremble at the sight of this unearthly being, and the secrets of that dark forest would continue to haunt the dreams of anyone who dared to see it. In that one eerie moment, fear and dread overshadowed the ordinary as the world glimpsed something beyond comprehension, something that would haunt the soul forever. Fearless raccoons. As the sun slipped below the horizon, the camera captured a fascinating sight in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park. Brave raccoons emerged from the shadows, their agile paws and masked faces adding an element of mystery to the night. They roamed the ground with mischievous grins in their eyes, venturing into the local wilderness with a spirit of adventure.
They're so beautiful. They have that mask. They're ready.
Each step and scurry showcased their adaptability in this urban jungle, reminding us that nature's wonders can thrive even amid the city's hustle and bustle. This peculiar scene sparked numerous conversations among onlookers. Many people were questioned about it, and even a lady with her pet came to investigate, discovering the entire raccoon crew.
They eat apples, they eat just everything. They're so hungry.
These enigmatic raccoons, with their distinctive white stripes and black bodies, small cute faces, and feline-like postures, were a sight to behold. Their presence in the park, easily visible to all, was indeed quite unusual. In Golden Gate Park, as the day surrendered to the night, the raccoons held court, enchanting those who had the pleasure of witnessing their nocturnal escapades. These agile creatures served as a reminder that nature's marvels can flourish amidst the urban tapestry, adding a touch of intrigue to the city's nocturnal landscape. Dogman kill. One night, a man found something strange in his backyard. As he walked under the bright moon, he saw a weird footprint in the soft ground. This print wasn't like any he'd seen before. It had 4 toe pads. He got really curious and bent down to look closer. In the quiet of the night, he thought about what this odd discovery could mean. It hit him that it might be a mark left by a dog, but not a normal one. The 4 clear prints suggested a clever and nimble creature. The man could not help but feel that this was not just a regular dog walk.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Excitement bubbled up in him, and he could not oppose imagining what might have happened when it was dark. The 4-tone print was like a secret dispatch, and the man started figuring out the story of a mysterious dog's adventure in the night. With the knight his partner in crime, the man went on a mental journey, unlocking the mysteries hidden in the Earth's marks.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Dolphin stole a fish. Once upon a time near the ocean, some happy men caught a bunch of shiny fish. They were really proud of their hard work. They chatted excitedly about their big catch. Suddenly, a slick black dolphin showed up with a mischievous look in its eye. Quick as a wink, it grabbed a fish right from one man's hands. The men were surprised, their eyes wide open. The clever dolphin zoomed away, leaving the men laughing and shocked. At the same time, a sneaky camera filmed everything. The men's happy faces turning into surprise, then laughter, and the black dolphin making a quick getaway with its yummy catch. The stolen fish became the talk of the day, a story shared with amazed friends who could hardly believe a black dolphin could be such a tricky and fast thief in the daytime by the shining sea. And that is how the tale of the fish-stealing black dolphin spread throughout the beach city, adding a bit of excitement to their usual seaside days. Lucky chicken. Once on a sunny day, a brave chicken got mixed up and ended up in a place where unfriendly crocodiles lived. When the crocs saw the unexpected feathery visitor, they got really excited and started chasing the poor chicken. Hungry for a snack, feathers were everywhere as the chicken, realizing it was in big trouble, flapped its wings really hard. Luckily, it flew up into the air just in time, leaving the confused croc snapping at nothing below. The fortunate chicken soared through the sky, making happy noises, while the disappointed crocs watched. The chicken, now a hero in the sky, told the story of its narrow escape to its farm friends. So, with a wild adventure and a heart full of thanks, the lucky chicken kept having safe adventures, always steering clear of the empty crocodile's jaws. Snow leopard on trail cam. In the snowy night, a quiet wilderness turns into a mysterious stage under the glowing moon. A special camera catches a cast into the hidden world of a strong and sneaky snow leopard, its spotted fur disappearing in the frosty scenery. In the dark, the clever hunter drags its prey's limp bodies across the icy ground. It's like watching a secret play, with the snow making a crunchy sound under the leopard's soft paws. The camera sees the leopard's smooth moves, its muscles showing under the silver moonlight. The snow leopard's eyes shine with an old wisdom as it walks through the snowy land, alone in the big space. The prey, breathless in the snow, tells a sad story of the leopard's nightly hunt. The predator moves with a clear goal only known to the wild, creating a picture of survival in the freezing cold. The video from the camera shows a timeless form of life and death, where the snow leopard is the quiet ruler of the icy land, a ghostly protector of the snowy night. Super sheepdog. In a remote wilderness captured by a vigilant trail camera, a remarkable event unfolds, showcasing the courage of a sheepdog as it becomes the unexpected hero of a flock of sheep facing a fierce bear. This astonishing footage reveals a gripping struggle between predator and protector, a story of survival that leaves a lasting impression. In a tranquil wilderness, a peaceful flock of sheep graze, unaware of the lurking danger. A hungry bear targets the defenseless herd with relentless determination. Suddenly, a valiant sheepdog springs into action, despite the apparent mismatch in size and strength. It charges at the bear with unwavering resolve, snarling and barking. The bear hesitates and eventually retreats thanks to the big dog's bravery. The small but mighty sheepdog accomplishes the impossible, saving the entire flock from the ferocious bear. This encounter, immortalized by a trail camera, is a reminder that heroes come in all sizes and species, reaffirming the extraordinary bond between humans and their loyal animal companions. Bears playing in water. In the heart of a remote forest where secrets whispered among ancient trees, an elusive spectacle unfolded, shrouded in mystery. The silent sentinel, a trail camera, bore witness to an enchanting moment few have ever glimpsed. Two shadowy figures emerged from the obsidian depths of the wilderness, bears cloaked in the moon's gentle glow. As the monsoon's tears cascaded from the heavens, one of these enigmatic creatures ventured forth. With a graceful step, it entered a clearing where an enigmatic water tub awaited, its purpose veiled in darkness. The bear, with fur glistening like midnight silk, stepped into the tub's embrace. Then a sight that defied all logic unfolded. The bear, not content with the moon's rain, summoned a cascade of water, turning it into its own personal shower. The forest watched in hushed reverence as the bear frolicked, its movements both eerie and captivating. It danced with the water, a spectral waltz of fur and liquid, as if it held the secrets of the forest in its embrace. This rare, almost otherworldly spectacle left an indelible mark, a tapestry of mystery, cuteness, and wonder etched in the animals. Chilling Slender Man. A teen girl, innocent in her play, bouncing her ball with joy. Laughter filled the air until her ball strayed, landing far from her. Panic seized her heart as she raced back, sensing an ominous presence. Trembling, she crouched low, trying to shield herself. The dread escalated as a ghastly figure emerged, Slender Man, a tall, pale, and faceless entity with elongated limbs. He loomed behind her, casting an eerie shadow. From his shoulders sprouted two grotesque, elongated arms, sending shivers down the spine. The true horror unfurled when two more arms materialized from the abyss, closing in on the terrified girl. In the darkest depths of fear, they snatched her, and darkness consumed the screen. Upon review, the nightmare became clear. The Slender Man, an enigma with unnaturally long limbs, had invaded her world. Questions lingered, his origin a chilling mystery, his intentions a macabre enigma. The haunting footage forever etched in the realm of the unexplained, a terror that transcends boundaries, chilling all who bear witness. Cryptic voices in forest. The camera captured an eerie and mysterious scene in a dark forest, revealing terrifying and enigmatic voices emanating from its depths. The source of these sounds remained unknown, but they filled the air with an unsettling sense of dread. As the video continued, the voices grew louder and more unsettling, coming in sporadic bursts. It seemed like the eerie cries could be attributed to a creature known as a skinwalker. All around, these skinwalkers screamed and yelled, their madness adding to the already unsettling atmosphere. The voices persisted for an extended period, intensifying the sense of mystery and terror. The situation grew increasingly bizarre, with these cryptic voices creating an eerie and unsettling environment. It was an experience that defied explanation and left those present feeling deeply uneasy.
Go, 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 go.
Господи! Ой ты, батюшки мои, боже!
Oh my God! What is that?
While the couple was on vacation having a good time, they were not expecting such a disaster to happen. While taking a selfie together, their camera happened to capture a huge gorilla clinging on a tower behind them. Was it a real King Kong? Are they real? Or is it just an altered video? What do you guys think? We can even see them freaking out and everyone running to save their lives. So, what exactly happened here? Did a 23 ABC viewer's Ring camera capture a UFO on video in southwest Bakersfield? A 23 ABC viewer from southwest Bakersfield sent us a video of an unknown object flying through the sky. Bakersfield resident Tim Harvey sent us this video from his Ring camera. It is unknown to all. We do not know whether it's a creature or some cosmic object. In seconds, it just whips and leaves the tail behind. Imagine the fear of a man who came for a camping trip, but woke up to see a lion outside his tent. Hang on, because that's not the end. 2 more lions are standing beside it. Knowing the danger, he wisely chooses to remain quiet, not wanting to draw attention to himself. We even avoid imagining ourselves in the place of that man. Deep in the jungle unfolds a heart-wrenching scene. Just look at the scared girl standing close to 2 deer. One deer looks straight into the eyes of the girl with curiosity. It raises the question of what possible secret can these 2 share? Or maybe the deer are considering the girl to be prey. Meanwhile, the other deer locks eyes with the camera, as if acknowledging its presence, drawing us into the world. Gardner, Kansas is known to have a mountain lion, so some people decided to install 2 trail cameras, and they saw some unexpected weird images. A gorilla engaged in a bloody struggle with a terrifying being. To our surprise, a mysterious entity that appeared to be a human and wolf moved through the area using a walker. The search for the mountain lion took an unexpected turn, entangling it in a strange, wild encounter. Trail cams are usually meant to capture animals in their natural habitat, living their lives. But sometimes, these cameras end up capturing some otherworldly beings as well. For instance, this trail cam caught a ghostly white shadow. According to the owner of the camera, it was a ghost and had freaked him out when he saw it. But most of the viewers weren't really convinced, saying that it was just editing. On our way forward to disturbing trail footage, we found a mysterious creature. It is very strange and unique. Some have speculated it to be a man in a suit, while others think it is a Tasmanian devil. Whatever this creature is, it's got everyone scared. It is black in color and tries to hide itself from the camera. Many believe it to be a dog man. This footage has raised a lot of questions, and everyone out there is speculating about it. Not just one, but multiple people in India recorded this man dressed in all white wandering above the roof of a building. The massive size and the weird way it moved made people actually believe that it was a ghost. And to be very honest, if I see such a thing walking on a high roof of buildings, I'd be freaked out too. Well, the police were informed, and for now, they're investigating the matter. Until today, they have gotten no lead to who the man could be. We have explored some very creepy and strange captures on trail cams. The weird creature resembles a dog, so many have speculated it to be a chupacabra. It is basically a goat sucker because it feeds on livestock. Look at the long, slender body with an extra long tail. Isn't this giving chills down your spine? It has now turned out to be a realm of mysterious and unknown creatures. This mind-blowing trail footage unravels an unexplained creature. It is a black creature with 4 legs and white, shining eyes, which makes it hard to identify it. Just look at the scary eyes of this animal. On top of that, this video was captured in the dark night with some horror sounds of these wild creatures in the back. With every inch closer to this animal, it gets more horrifying to see. At first, it looked like an old man walking on the road, so the men in the car decided to slow down a bit and see if he needed any help. But as they do that and call him out, he slows down and starts moving quite creepily. He does not move aside, nor does he turn to look at them. The video ends there, so we have no idea what happened to them. But if it wasn't just an old man, then I don't think what would have happened there was something we could discuss. When this couple came home, they heard creepy noises coming out of the bedroom, and when they went there, they saw a little girl sitting with her head covered with the bedsheet. As the woman moved forward and removed the sheet from her bed, not just her, but all of us were freaked out. The girl's head was all black and gray, like she'd been dead or something. And when this wasn't enough, her head fell down, leaving her headless. Who was that girl? What happened after? We have no idea. With every step deeper into the wilderness, we come across a strange animal. This time, it's a perplexing sight again. A brown, hairy figure emerges from the river. It is carrying a small animal in its arms. Some people think it is a heavy-set man with a lot of fishing gear and waders on. Others speculate it is a mysterious creature, aka Bigfoot, with a fish in hand. And the appearance is not like a human, so there's a possibility that anything can be true. Let us know what you think. Take a look at this amusing short video of a large bear showing its playful side. It displays its playful attitude by sticking its tongue out with a cheeky look. We laugh in response to that bear's amusing action. A mischievous being is caught red-handed, this time on a trail camera. It is a video of an olive baboon wrestling with the trail camera. It seems like he knows how to fix the camera and is adjusting it to record a video. But don't worry, the camera was tied down tight, so the baboon couldn't make off with it, no matter how hard it tried. We found something paranormal for you in the Russian forest. A little girl is floating in the air, and a woman is standing on Earth right beside her. Could this be a witch mother and child practicing their magic? Aren't you amazed by the magical powers of this levitating girl? They both ran away, seeing the camera approaching them. This photo can scare you all. We believe it to be a photo of a monster trying to hide its face with a veil. The dark night intensifies the details of the monster. What lies beneath that concealed face? Come along with us as we set out on a quest to discover the mystery surrounding this frightening creature. But be careful, once revealed, the monster's face can frighten you in your sleep for the rest of time. You'll be surprised to know that this trail camera captured 3 mountain lions standing on a stick. You may think it is artificially created because how can 3 lions stand on a stick? But believe me, this camera found this incredible shot. The first lion is roaring, and the last 2 are gazing with shining eyes. Stay tuned to our journey into the wild as we explore the world of these magnificent creatures. A woman was driving when her car broke down and she had to go into the woods. However, as she went along and over the bridge, what she saw looked like something straight out of a horror movie. A woman dressed in black dress was going somewhere with her head downwards. And this wasn't it. If we move back to the start of the video, we can also see someone hiding behind the tree as soon as the camera turns toward it. Can this video get any more creepy? It isn't always us humans who can sense danger. Sometimes it's the animals who do that too. For instance, this horse did when he refused to move forward. The man couldn't really make it why the horse was behaving like that until he moved the camera towards the trees and spotted a creepy-looking thing at him from behind them. Just a second passes and the creature disappears. But what exactly was that? I guess we will never know. Now, the owner of this clip says it's from a trail cam, but the way the camera's moving, I can see that this is not a trail cam. However, that doesn't mean the clip is any less creepy. If you pay attention, you can see a swing on the left side of the video, and the swing was seen moving on its own. There was no one to move it. So, was it a ghost swinging, or was it something else? Maybe the picture captured on this trail is of a man, or maybe it's not. The way he's standing doesn't look like a normal human being. But in that case, what was it? Have aliens resided in the deep dark woods? Or is it something more creepy and more eerie than aliens? Figure like a human wearing shorts too, but the face and the color and texture of the skin points to this creature being just something else. But was it a Bigfoot? Or are there other creepy and deadly creatures lurking in the woods? And this trail cam just happened to capture one. What do you think? On the 12th of May, 2023, a huge insectoid was recorded lurking on the road of Mexico. People got all freaked out upon seeing such a thing. And the weirdest thing is that the creature wasn't somewhere hidden in the dark or anything. Instead, it was out in the streets, in front of the traffic, and everywhere. Was it real? And if it was, then God knows what's gonna come next. Fairy is what most of the people are calling this creature, which was captured on a trail cam. But it could be an insect too. According to the owner of the trail cam, it was a woman. And how exactly did he come to that conclusion? Well, I've got no idea. Still, it kind of looks like a fairy. So, does that mean fairies are real? This trail cam was set to keep watch on a bear trap, but late at midnight, they saw something they weren't expecting at all. Now, you might have to see it very closely and carefully, or let me zoom in for you. A white shadow, or should I say ghost, was actually captured, and according to the owners, this clip is not altered or messed with at all. Buckle up, as an unknown shadow that is intriguing and enigmatic appears. We are perplexed by it because of its short tail, large legs, and fuzzy body. It might be a badger. The disparity in color only heightens the intrigue. Let us know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. Is it really just a badger, or some other undiscovered creature? It was a stormy night, and the trail camera received a lot of rain. The camera's ability to be submerged in water was tested. The apparatus was almost drowned as water dripped down it. Even though this one clip isn't like the other ones in today's list, still, it's no less disturbing or weird. I mean, what's weirder than a trail cam literally drowning? Be prepared for a strange encounter. In this image, a being with a human-like body stands tall, but its head distinguishes it from the rest. It is perfectly still, a mesmerizing sight. What lies behind its unusual appearance? Is it a being from another world? Or maybe a creation of nature's enigmatic design? As we gaze upon this mysterious figure, we are reminded of the vastness of the unknown. In our journey of struggle, we found a bird stuck in the water. A bird becomes entangled in a watery fight. It struggles to escape its underwater cage and resembles an eagle. It makes every effort to liberate itself, but it never succeeds. But the question is, was it just stuck there? Or was it something else? And the mystery unfolds as we see an alligator approaching. But unfortunately, the video did not end as we were all thinking. The gator got hold of the eagle at last. For those who don't know what a jinn is, it's a type of spirit, but an intelligent one as the story goes. So, these men somewhere in the world were out having fun when they thought they saw a pair of creepy eyes from the jungle. So they stopped so they could confirm. And that is when we see this jinn-type creature staring straight towards them with his creepy as hell eyes and a white sheet all over him. This camera was set to ensure the safety of the car, and the camera made sure that no one, not even the ghosts, got past its range without being captured. So, when this ghost was going on its own way, it was recorded by the security camera. However, not everyone believes this story. It's not like they have any other explanation for it, though. This man started recording it first because he thought the house in the dark looked creepy and haunted. What he did not know was that the house was actually haunted, and this was proven when the man recording the house captured a weird creature staring at him from the window. Although the creature disappears in a matter of seconds, it was enough to freak not just the man, but the whole internet out. Call it teleportation or call it aliens living among us, this video is sure to give you the creeps. The man was walking down the street like any normal human being, but as soon as he reached the edge of the camera's frame, he disappeared, just like that, into thin air. While some thought it was a superhuman capable of teleporting himself, others had a strong belief that it was not human at all. In a moment of bravery, a man ventured into a haunted house, unaware of the spine-chilling surprise awaiting him. As he cautiously explored, recording everything on his camera, he stumbled upon a figure lurking in the darkness, its piercing gaze fixated on him. Startled and petrified, this man's video abruptly ended, leaving us to wonder about the true identity of that eerie presence. Could it possibly be an alien in disguise? Once upon a time in Brazil, a guy was just doing his own thing when something bizarre caught his eye on a rooftop. He quickly grabbed his camera and started recording. The footage revealed a strange creature that resembled a gigantic ant, casually hanging out on the roof. Some folks believed it might be an alien, but to me, it just looked like a really huge ant. Who knows what creepy crawlies lurk in the depths of Brazil, right? The creepiest part was that the creature vanished into thin air as soon as the guy spotted it. What was its mysterious purpose? We may never find out. While a group of individuals were out late at night, they unintentionally got lost and found themselves on an eerie road. With no knowledge of their location, they halted their vehicle and scanned their surroundings. It was at that moment when a peculiar, luminous creature emerged from one side and swiftly vanished into the opposite direction. It seemed to be moving on all fours in an unusual manner, making it difficult to perceive it as a human being. Some perceived it as a skinwalker, while others dismissed it as a mere fabrication. However, I'm curious to know your thoughts on the matter. In January 2013, while reviewing the records from a trail camera placed in the woods for several days, an individual made a disturbing discovery. They described it as an extraterrestrial being, although others speculate that it could be a ghost or an unidentified creature. Initially, I considered the possibility that it was simply a misshapen bush or an ordinary animal. However, upon closer examination, the creature's peculiar movements and direct gaze towards the camera indicated that it was certainly not something typical. They are whispered as the night phantoms, the ethereal wanderers. Whisper their names, but be wary, for this eerie spectacle grips the soul. This spectral footage, captured in the year 2011, unveils a sinister sight within the California woods. Two gaunt figures akin to wraiths roam in the shadows. One resembles a ghostly infant, while the other takes the form of a spectral parent. Or perhaps it is the patriarch. Regardless, behold this endearing and tranquil apparition, a ghostly family relishing their nocturnal promenade. May their serenity remain undisturbed. Humans, always curious and drawn to the unusual, tend to explore without limits. But there was one man who took it too far. Rumor has it he heard strange sounds from the eerie woods, so late at night, driven by curiosity, he ventured in. Little did he know, a chilling creature with twisted features watched him, emitting eerie whistles.
What the hell is that? What the hell?
Fear gripped him, urging him to flee without looking back. His insatiable curiosity had unleashed a nameless horror, forever haunting his soul. This footage wasn't recorded at nighttime, but that doesn't mean it's any less creepy. When a man was out in the woods, he happened to hear some weird noises. Curious as we all are, he went to investigate, and this is when he caught this thing looking at him on camera. Was it just a possum? Or was it some otherworldly creature? We couldn't get any answers, but you let us know what you guys think. TikTok users usually end up recording every kind of thing, but what this one caught on camera was as creepy as it was possible to be. According to him, he had set up a camera because he could sense weird things going on around him. And, well, the camera ended up recording this pale, human-like creature with glowing eyes trying to break in from the fence. From what I think, it can sense the camera because of the way he looks straight at it. Two men were out in the outskirts of Montana when they saw a man dressed in trousers and a shirt standing in the woods. They thought it was someone who needed help or something, so they stopped and started calling him out. The man, too, responded.
Just some cruisers, man.
But it wasn't until he started crawling out of the woods in the creepiest way possible that the man realized he wasn't a human. But then, what was it? This video was recently uploaded on the internet and has aroused hundreds of questions in people's minds. A man on his way home saw this creepy thing and started recording. It is pretty difficult to make out what that is from the video, but it looks like some kind of a hybrid animal. However, upon a closer look, I came to realize that it was just a brown hyena carrying a zebra's carcass. So, I guess nothing to worry about here. We really hope that whoever placed this trail cam just accidentally placed it on the set of a zombie movie or show. If not, this is absolutely terrifying to think about. Is it a ghost of someone who was brutally murdered? Is there a real zombie in the woods somewhere, just waiting to infect someone? And who's walking behind it? We don't know if this is an escaped murderer covered in blood, or an eccentric weirdo who's decided to paint himself like a cow and run around the woods at 1:02 in the morning. Is that the famous Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? Or is it some murderer inspired by the character? This picture was taken in 2014, and the muscular man with a mask on and holding a machete looks like something straight out of a movie, don't you think? But the real question here is that what exactly was the man doing so deep in the woods all alone? This terrifying image is scary in that it could be any number of things. It has a fuzzy outline, making it look like a ghostly figure. The figure also has a drapey look to it, making it possible that it could be a ghost with long hair or a long cape. Some have even speculated that it could be a skinless monster. Hopefully, it's just a regular old person in a hoodie of some sort. In this image, it can be seen that there is not just one of the creatures, but three. This image also makes it look more so like it's wearing a type of clothing as it stretches between leg to leg. One of the scariest parts is that you can't really get any sort of facial recognition. No one has ever been able to explain what is going on in this photo. The figure in this picture is obviously wearing either a really long coat or a gown. It's also hard to tell if you can make out a face or if it's just the leaves creating a pattern. The figure is rather tall as well, making it extra terrifying thinking about the potential that you could run into this in the woods. This moose may seem like a normal moose, but looking into its eyes, you can see it's much more terrifying. He looks as though he's either possessed or just very, very angry. Either way, this photo reminds us just how much we don't want to run into a moose while walking around alone in the woods at night. This mysterious creature was captured on a trail cam earlier in the day in 2011. It speeds through the forest fast, so it's hard to get a look at it. Many people who have seen the photo speculate that it is, in fact, Bigfoot. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem normal. It also isn't alone, as there are much more speedy beasts throughout today's list. Do deer have some sort of special power to have mysterious figures follow them around? Whatever the reason, deer are commonly spotted with creepy figures. This picture is absolutely chilling. It's not quite clear what exactly the figure is, but it is certain that it doesn't look happy, and we're sure that there is definitely not a normal face in those woods. This mind-blowing trail footage unravels an unexplained creature. It is a black creature with 4 legs and white, shining eyes, which makes it hard to identify it. Just look at the scary eyes of this animal. On top of that, this video was captured in the dark night, with some horror sounds of these wild creatures in the back. With every inch closer to this animal, it gets more horrifying to see. It is very brave of you all for sticking with this. Believe me, some more disturbing shots are yet to come. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? Yes, this is Mike, a headless chicken. It has not only survived a month or two, but has successfully lived up to 18 months. Isn't this spine-chilling? A chicken with no head has lived up to the age of a normal chicken. Told you this is going to be crazy. Trust me, you'll be thrilled to see 2 bobcats negotiating a date. They see each other from a distance and start yowling. As they approach each other, they look into the eyes with constant growling. Both give awkward poses with rapid tail twitching. The gray cat is the female, and the red one is the male. It seems that the whole scene is directed by a renowned director. Can you believe that this loving video was captured on Valentine's Day? Deer are known for their naughty behavior. We have mischievous footage for you this time. This is a whitetail from early June in full velvet antlers in the Kamloops, British Columbia area. Deer are fast with their tongues, so we had to freeze the frame at the right moment. This deer was using his nose and tongue to pick up a scent on the trail. Amidst a deep, dark night in the forest, our camera caught an unnerving sight. Just look at this photo of greater kudu posing for the camera. Look at the beauty of these graceful animals. Who would not think this scene to be painted? This has been captured by a trail camera. There's a message in the eyes of these wild yet elegant animals, and it seems like they want to convey something. Another delicate balance between peace and horror is this encounter. People set out their tents on the trail side when a bear arrives at the campsite and steals their food. It opens the cooler to find hot dogs. Seeing a bear eating the goods carelessly is a captivating shot, perhaps. However, people fear bears. The campers are fortunate that the bear is busy with food and has not sniffed the humans. We've learned a lesson from this video, that you should never, ever leave your food by your tent. A video of a deer eating a bird in the sunlight has been seen through our trail camera. Now this is something to see, because a deer is mostly associated with grass. But this deer ate the whole bird, even the skeleton too. You'll be mesmerized yet disturbed to experience such a sight. Look at the poised eyes of this deer. Now, just think about the innocent birds. That bird would have never thought that a deer would be his predator. But welcome to wildlife. Enough scary sights for now. Let's see some heartwarming scenes. Watch this amazing crow removing harmful ticks and parasites from a deer's skin in just a few seconds. This is an amazing wildlife video you don't want to miss. The crow is removing the pesticides with astonishing precision and accuracy. This amazing video shows how cool crows are and how they can help us protect our environment. Our camera has captured an intense moment between a bear and a reindeer. Both stand face to face, entangled in confrontation. Just look at these shining eyes of deer. He refuses to be afraid of a predator. While the confidence of deer triggers the predatory instincts of the bear, it's a struggle for survival. You're lucky to witness the beauty and escalation. It is a twist in our journey of disturbing trail footage. This camera has recorded a unique video. Meet our basketball lover, Buck. Isn't this basketball giving a human touch to this animal? Indeed it is. The deer struggles to get rid of the ball, but it seems like the ball has found a home in his antlers. A raccoon and a deer were caught in the middle of a standoff, or rather a stare-off from the looks of it, and things got tense. But if we had to bet money on this fight, we can't help but assume that the deer would win. Just look at its menacing eyes. Wild animals aren't always looking to attack each other for food. Take this photo for instance. You can see a large bear lifting a cub so that it can dig through the garbage bin looking for food. Is this a great example of teamwork, or what? Disturbed beings. If there's one thing humans should have learned by now, it's that deer aren't always as cute as Disney movies make them out to be. A trail camera caught a bunch of deer staring at the device, and judging by the looks on their faces, it's safe to assume they're not too welcoming of the technological device. Not everyone knows that the animal caught on this trail cam is a fisher cat, and for months after the video was uploaded, the animal was considered as unknown and undiscovered. But we're here to tell you that this isn't an unknown animal, and in fact is a species of cat who's not found everywhere. They are not, however, considered felines. Just because of the way they look, they have been termed as fisher cats. Weird, right? Not everyone likes their picture being taken, and it isn't just us humans, but animals don't like it sometimes too. For instance, this huge bear. As the motion-activated camera sensed someone nearby, it started taking pictures with the flash, and the flash part is what the bear did not like at all. Good thing it did not try and destroy the camera, or else it had been impossible to get this clip. What would you do if you wake up one day with someone knocking on your door, and when you check the camera to see who it is, you see this? You would be pretty creeped out, right? Well, these people were too when a creepy clown was knocking at their door, asking them again and again to open it. They didn't open the door, but along with them, we all wondered, was it just a man wearing a clown costume? Or was it something else? Now, this video might look all normal to you at first, but wait till you hear the scream this woman caught on recording.
Oh my God, no.
She was returning from work late at night when she happened to record this video. And needless to say, this scream was so eerie that it made the woman drive away from the spot as soon as she could. To some, it was some ghostly thing trying to lure the woman. However, others said it might just be a bobcat.
Oh my God, no. That.
With each step forward, we inch closer to the edge of nature. Prepare yourself to witness the extraordinary sight captured by a trail camera. A deer with a graceful body has two heads, each with a different expression. How does this two-headed deer navigate its surroundings? Well, that's a mystery yet to be solved. Can you imagine a creature 25 times greater than the size attacking the prey? This is unimaginable to experience. It was a war of survival between a buck and raccoons. The buck tries to threaten the little creatures with a powerful kick like a hammer blow. Such blows lead to injuries and wounds. Just look at the scared faces of the cute little raccoons. The car tire had been hanging around the neck for at least 2 years off the elk. The 4-year-old, 600-pound bull elk was spotted and tranquilized one day, and officers were able to cut off the tire, but they had to cut off the elk's antlers to remove it. They would have preferred to cut the tire and leave the antlers, but had to just get the tire off in any way possible. But don't worry, the antlers grew back in just a few months. In this disturbing trail footage list, get ready for a sight that'll make you smile. Bears are often known for their playful nature, and this can be seen in cartoons too. This is a video of a bear who's dancing in the jungle. Unbothered by the surroundings, the bear dances to the infectious beats of Jungle Boogie. It seems like he's pole dancing with a branch of a tree. Well, anyway, it's a worthy sight to see. This is the most worth seeing sight when a bald eagle swoops down and hits a bear. The bald eagle was a mother of very young eaglets, and the bear was about to reach the nest. The bald eagle could not control his rage, so he overpowered the bear and attacked him. The bear was shunned for some time. It is never advisable to go near a nest, especially in spring, when baby birds have just hatched. Another hidden encounter happened when a cougar attacked an elk. The video footage of a cougar sneaking in and taking down a calf elk is mind-blowing. This action happened in milliseconds and was outside the trail camera's angle of view. However, later the carcass of a calf was found 15 feet away, straight downhill from where the cougar caught the elk. This was heart-wrenching to see, because the elk was not even disturbing the cougar. The trail camera witnessed another distressing scene, where the mountain lion is burying a bull elk. First, the mountain lion killed the elk and buried him under the mud. The whole process of concealing it is captured by the camera. The mountain lion ate the flesh of the elk and buried away the leftovers. It is one of the rarest videos in which a lion depicts a human-like character. Burying the dead is indeed not a normal habit of a lion. Prepare yourself to see a jaw-dropping clip of a horse wandering around wild wolves. The horse is ignoring the wild wolves around him. He is restlessly rolling in the mud. To our surprise, even the wild wolves are shocked to see the unbothered horse. It seems like the horse has no aim and has come in the company of wild wolves for friendship. Even the wolves are ready for it because they are peacefully staring at the horse. We've brought another amazing adventure of wildlife for you. Just see this black horse grazing peacefully. But this peace is short-lived. Can you see the alligator behind him? The horse attacks the alligator after eye contact for a few seconds. We can hear the sound with horseshoes clash with scaly skin. It is another battle of survival and strength. Another delicate balance between peace and horror is this encounter. People set out their tents on the trail side when a bear arrives at the campsite and steals their food. It opens the cooler to find hot dogs. Seeing a bear eating the goods carelessly is a captivating shot, perhaps. However, people fear bears. The campers are fortunate that the bear is busy with food and has not sniffed the humans. We've learned a lesson from this video, that you should never, ever leave your food by your tent. A video of a deer eating a bird in the sunlight has been seen through our trail camera. Now this is something to see, because a deer is mostly associated with grass. But this deer ate the whole bird, even the skeleton too. You'll be mesmerized yet disturbed to experience such a sight. Look at the poised eyes of this deer. Now, just think about the innocent birds. That bird would have never thought that a deer would be his predator. But welcome to wildlife. Enough scary sights for now. Let's see some heartwarming scenes. Watch this amazing crow removing harmful ticks and parasites from a deer's skin in just a few seconds. This is an amazing wildlife video you don't want to miss. The crow is removing the pesticides with astonishing precision and accuracy. This amazing video shows how cool crows are and how they can help us protect our environment. Our camera has captured an intense moment between a bear and a reindeer. Both stand face to face, entangled in confrontation. Just look at these shining eyes of deer. He refuses to be afraid of a predator. While the confidence of deer triggers the predatory instincts of the bear, it's a struggle for survival. You're lucky to witness the beauty and escalation. It is a twist in our journey of disturbing trail footage. This camera has recorded a unique video. Meet our basketball lover, Buck. Isn't this basketball giving a human touch to this animal? Indeed it is. The deer struggles to get rid of the ball, but it seems like the ball has found a home in his antlers. There's no way that this raccoon would be able to reach the food without a little help, so he decided to take a ride on the back of this boar. Who knew that raccoons and pigs made such great allies in the animal kingdom? And how exactly do they tell each other what kind of help they need, and then come up with an agreement? On May 21st, security cameras inside a perimeter fence at a zoo captured a strange image. The creature in the picture seemed like a human, but then it looked like a dog too. People said that it could be the famous Dogman, as the chances of a human being there in a zoo is close to zero. Even though the officials tried investigating, the mystery remained unsolved. And this fox might have really made the deer make such a bold move. Usually, deer are peaceful animals, minding their own business. But when the time comes, they can be as fierce as any other animal. And this picture just proves that. This is another case of someone's trail cam unintentionally picking up something that looks like it's coming straight out of the nightmare world. Sure, it may be the hunter decked out in camouflage, sneaking around trying to catch something in stealth mode. Most people think that wild cats are all dangerous and killing machines, but you might change your mind after seeing this picture. But still, there is a chance that the cat is just waiting and deciding which deer to kill first. However, seeing how chill the deer are, we can think otherwise too. Deer often use their antlers for defensive purposes, but sometimes they use them to carry stuff, like this deer who has a ball between his antlers. But whether this was done intentionally or by accident is still unknown, though the deer does look like it's enjoying it a lot. Is that Bernie Sanders wearing mittens sitting in a chair? Or is some otherworldly being captured by the trail cam? Because the way it's sitting so calmly with wild cats and what looks like a wolf around him is something not a normal human being can do. Don't you think so? Ever wondered what cats do in the middle of the night when their owners are asleep? Well, apparently, they like to meet up with their significant others and have a romantic encounter under the stars. Just ask these two, who are seemingly kissing like teenagers in love. Is that a raccoon? Or maybe some other animal? But that devilish smile and the eyes looking straight into the camera make this picture cutely creepy. We have no idea what was going on in that little being's mind, but it wasn't something good, at least. Is that a deer? Or maybe it's two deers. But two deer can't really mix into each other like that, can they? When this picture was uploaded on the internet, the man whose trail cam took it claimed that it was a skinwalker. And the more we look at it, the more we start to agree with him. So this might just be some kid roaming the woods at night for no apparent reason. Maybe he sleptwalked out of his home. But the fact that his eyes are glowing bright makes this one spooky snap. And there's also a chance that this might not be a real kid, but a ghost too. Like ostriches and other long-necked creatures, this bird doesn't scare easily. So when he noticed that something was off, he took a menacing stance and decided that an eye-to-eye confrontation with the camera would let everyone know who's the boss around this neck of the woods. This raccoon was trying to get to the bird feeder above so he and his friends could have some food. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the food, but he did spray the bird seeds around so his hungry buddies could eat. Maybe this act of kindness earned it some points among its kind. Who knows? Most people know who the Grim Reaper is. He's basically death personified. This mythical character is often depicted wearing a cloak and carrying a scythe, which he uses to extract souls. But did this trail camera manage to capture an actual photo of him? It's either that, or a random stranger who decided to dress up and play a prank. Who says that basketball is just for humans? This deer wouldn't mind going one-on-one with Michael Jordan or LeBron James on the basketball court. Unfortunately, it would be a very short game, as this poor deer got the ball stuck in its antlers. They say owls are wise and peaceful, but as you can see on this trail camera footage, they can be fearless predators too. Take this owl, who was about to sink its sharp talons on the back of this poor, unsuspecting deer. The forest can be quite the battlefield, huh? Were these deer just having their dinner? Or were they onto something mysterious? Because the way their eyes are glowing, it looks like they're very angry over their meeting being disturbed. Good thing it was just a camera, because if it was a human there, I don't think that something good could have happened to him. Unusual hunters. Usually, we see hunters posing with their hunts, not living animals. But these two decided to not shoot the buck, as it was very friendly towards them. Being so calm and casually approaching the humans, the animal made them realize that they can just be friends. And this picture is a testament to what an astounding friendship they've developed. It is very brave of you all for sticking with this. Believe me, some more disturbing shots are yet to come. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? Yes, this is Mike, a headless chicken. It has not only survived a month or two, but has successfully lived up to 18 months. Isn't this spine-chilling? A chicken with no head has lived up to the age of a normal chicken. Told you this is gonna be crazy. A bird with a weird voice and shape is seen on a fence on a farm. People on the farm say that they've never seen such a creature. In the first glimpse, it looks like a monument or an idol on the fence. But as soon as you get closer, you will see it is moving and has a shrill sound. This bird feeds on insects. Aren't these trail footage helping us in seeing strange and unexplored creatures? What do you think? Is this a man or a bear? By its stature, it looks like a bear. It is a strange creature with a black color. But as you investigate the details, you'll notice that it's holding a stick and wearing a cap. These signs make us believe that it is a human. The image sparks curiosity and speculation. You can definitely not miss this one. Have you seen an animal like a bear from the back and goat from the front? Well, if not, then take a look at this muscular mountain ghost. It's like a polar bear because of its bear-like shape and white color, but it has a face of a goat grazing in the wildlife. This contrast between a bear and a goat shows the wonders of nature. We've seen animals fighting with other animals, but let's see a battle of a deer with a plant. This video draws our attention to the deer with a plant stuck in its antlers. The deer tries its best to get rid of this problem, but it seems no success. Isn't it a beautiful scene to see? Look at this remarkable picture. Doesn't it spark curiosity? A bear-like creature stands on a single leg. Its face is indistinct. It remains a mystery with no distinct features. What secrets lie behind its hidden face? We're drawn into the mystery of this enigmatic creature. I know what the scientists say, that titanoboas have long been extinct. But how exactly do we explain this video? It's not edited, and the size of that thing isn't of a regular snake. It definitely was way bigger than any other. So if not a titanoboa, then what was it? If you ask me, I would say that these snakes are just as real as all of us. They just prefer to stay hidden rather than coming out. A fisherman was on his usual routine catching fish, throwing nets and all, and that is when he noticed something quite unusual lurking in the water. He took his camera out and started recording, and this is what the mystery creature was. A dark creature swimming near the coast of southeastern North Carolina. Was it an alligator? Or maybe a whale? Or was it the infamous Loch Ness Monster? The identity of the being has remained unknown ever since. A few years back, a video surfaced on the internet that left everyone astounded. It wasn't just limited to social media buzz. Even the mainstream media couldn't stop discussing it. The footage featured a man from Siberia capturing a peculiar alien-like creature. While some people were inclined to believe its authenticity, others remained skeptical. However, upon observing the video, it appears unaltered, raising the possibility that this extraterrestrial being might have perished while attempting to seek warmth, presumably unaccustomed to Earth's freezing temperatures. A peculiar and minuscule creature resembling an extraterrestrial was discovered on a Sydney street. Its appearance bore a resemblance to a blend of a squid and an octopus. However, given its considerable distance from water, its presence there left everyone puzzled. Some speculate that it might be an embryo of a mysterious organism, yet the enigma of how it arrived in that location remains unanswered. The camera pans to a bizarre creature shrouded in darkness. Its sinewy body is adorned with countless writhing tentacles, resembling a nightmarish tangle of spaghetti. Oceanographers, trembling with excitement, identify it as the elusive Bathyphysa conifera, a name that fails to capture its eerie essence. This flying spaghetti monster drifts through the water, a haunting presence that challenges our understanding of marine life and leaves us with more questions than answers. In a chilling video gaining momentum online, a peculiar sight has emerged, captivating netizens worldwide. It reveals an otherworldly entity, seemingly an alien, adorned with a human-like countenance. The footage, although dated, resurfaces with an alarming twist. Rumors spread that a perilous creature has fled Gujarat, wreaking havoc upon Rajasthan's unsuspecting farmers. The online realm buzzes with anxious deliberation, urging vigilance among agricultural communities. Recently, on Papamoa Beach, an enigmatic video emerged. Reports suggest the unveiling of unusual sea creatures resembling something alien. But fear not, for the mystery is solved. Experts now believe these beings to be gooseneck barnacles, nature's deceptive tricksters, weaving an eerie tapestry along the shores. This is the most worth-seeing sight when a bald eagle swoops down and hits a bear. The bald eagle was a mother of very young eaglets, and the bear was about to reach the nest. The bald eagle could not control his rage, so he overpowered the bear and attacked him. The bear was shunned for some time. It is never advisable to go near a nest, especially in spring, when baby birds have just hatched. Another hidden encounter happened when a cougar attacked an elk. The video footage of a cougar sneaking in and taking down a calf elk is mind-blowing. This action happened in milliseconds and was outside the trail camera's angle of view. However, later the carcass of a calf was found 15 feet away, straight downhill from where the cougar caught the elk. This was heart-wrenching to see, because the elk was not even disturbing the cougar. The trail camera witnessed another distressing scene, where the mountain lion is burying a bull elk. First, the mountain lion killed the elk and buried him under the mud. The whole process of concealing it is captured by the camera. The mountain lion ate the flesh of the elk and buried away the leftovers. It is one of the rarest videos in which a lion depicts a human-like character. Burying the dead is indeed not a normal habit of a lion. And here, we see a deer running away from some scary and unusual creature. It does not look like a normal animal you see in the wild. But then, what was it? A skinwalker? So that means they really are just lurking in the deepest and darkest regions, where humans can't find them easily, right? This image went viral on the internet a few years back. When the people saw it, they were all worried about the little girl wandering alone in the wild. And when the identity of the girl couldn't be verified as well, it all became an eerie mystery. However, some months after, the police came to know that the girl was actually visiting the area and was out with her grandpa, who the trail cam failed to capture. This picture is one of the clearest on the list, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We can easily make out from this picture that this is either a creature wearing a nightgown or an old woman walking around outside alone at night in her pajamas. Either way, it isn't good and is rather unsettling for anyone planning on traveling in the woods anytime soon. For those of you who think bears walking is something normal, wait till you see this one. This bear sparked a mystery in the whole of New Jersey when it was always seen walking upright. It is not something bears usually do, so some people were quick to say that it wasn't a bear, but something else. But then, after careful investigation of the matter, it was revealed that the bear had his front paw injured, and this was why it couldn't walk normally. This deer was captured by a trail cam which a man placed because there were rumors about a skinwalker in the shape of a deer being seen by locals. But as the camera caught the deer, everything became clear. It wasn't a skinwalker, but just a poor deer with a weird mutation that happened to it. There's no way to know for sure if this is the infamous and elusive Bigfoot monster, but it certainly looks a lot like him. Then again, it could just be a human in a Bigfoot costume taking a walk in the middle of the woods. But with trail cameras being placed in the deepest areas, and this picture taken very late at night, anything can be possible. This photo was taken in Big Spring, Texas. At first glance, you might think this is just a normal picture capturing some wildlife, but unfortunately, it is not. There was something much more frightening that appeared. Once you notice the little girl all alone and the deer staring suspiciously at her, you'll get chills down your spine. Was it really a creature, or just some animal caught by the trail camera from a weird angle? Well, whatever it was, it gave every single person online chills when it was first posted. Some thought it was real, while others just dismissed it by saying it was fake. But let us tell you, it is a real picture. But of what? That we cannot say for sure. Not tired in the sense it needed rest, but tired in the sense that it was fed up with humans gathering around it like it was some sort of circus animal. So the gorilla did what a gorilla should do. It dragged the guide from his foot to a little distance just to show him and everyone else what the gorilla was capable of, and to stop testing his and his family's patience. I guess the guide never forgot what happened that day. We really hope that whoever placed this trail cam just accidentally placed it on the set of a zombie movie or show. If not, this is absolutely terrifying to think about. Is it a ghost of someone who was brutally murdered? Is there a real zombie in the woods somewhere just waiting to infect someone? And who's walking behind it? We don't know if this is an escaped murderer covered in blood, or an eccentric weirdo who's decided to paint himself like a cow and run around the woods at 1:02 in the morning. Is that the famous Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? Or is it some murderer inspired by the character? This picture was taken in 2014, and the muscular man with a mask on and holding a machete looks like something straight out of a movie, don't you think? But the real question here is that what exactly was the man doing so deep in the woods all alone? And here we see a deer running away from some scary and unusual creature. It does not look like a normal animal you see in the wild. But then, what was it? A skinwalker? So that means they really are just lurking in the deepest and darkest regions, where humans can't find them easily, right? This image went viral on the internet a few years back. When the people saw it, they were all worried about the little girl wandering alone in the wild. And when the identity of the girl couldn't be verified as well, it all became an eerie mystery. However, some months after, the police came to know that the girl was actually visiting the area and was out with her grandpa, who the trail cam failed to capture. This picture is one of the clearest on the list, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We can easily make out from this picture that this is either a creature wearing a nightgown or an old woman walking around outside alone at night in her pajamas. Either way, it isn't good and is rather unsettling for anyone planning on traveling in the woods anytime soon. Thank you for watching the video till the end.
Now, as compared to all other videos in this list, this one might be the scariest of all. It was uploaded on YouTube in 2020 and freaked everyone out. Some said it was a weird being who lives in the sewers near their home, and others said it was a blob like a human mutant, but it later turned out that it was a man pranking his own friend. The demons and the ghosts might only come out at night, but the witches can do it anytime they want. For instance, this one time when a man caught a woman dressed in white on his camera. She was standing behind the dumpsters, her hair all messy and on her face. Ask me, and she looked like she just came from a horror movie set. Or maybe she actually did. People have been claiming the man here might be Jesus. But is it really? Or was it just some fake edited video? But just for a minute, if we consider it to be real, then wouldn't it be the weirdest clip out there? How did the man vanish into this strong flow of water? Did he survive? And if so, how? So many questions, and just one short clip as an answer is what we have. Look at the couple all happy, in love with each other. The clip seems so lovey-dovey. If you don't pay attention to what's happening in the background, let us slow it down a bit so you can have a closer look at the demon standing right behind them and then disappearing just a second after. Trail cam catching animals doing their usual stuff is old. Animals catching trail cam recording them is new these days. Take this bear for instance. He was going on his way when suddenly he turned towards the camera, giving it a look like acknowledging the fact that the camera is there. It was a stormy day when this guy decided to go on a drive, and he never expected what he was going to see on his way. It was a massive bat, the largest anyone has ever seen. Or was it even a bat? It could be an alien too. You let us know what you guys think. When this clip went viral, it scared the hell out of everyone who watched it. The massive gorilla-like figure was seen in it, but it was no gorilla, and that everyone could tell for sure. But then, what was it? That's the question no one has been able to answer. This video has sent shivers down the spines of everyone who's watched it. In the dead of night, a strange, luminous creature is seen crawling on the ground in an isolated location. Some refer to it as the rake, while others speculate that it might be an unidentified animal. However, the individuals who captured the footage claim that although it resembled a human, it was undoubtedly not human. So what exactly was it? Perhaps we'll never truly know. The dark web is a realm familiar to many, yet accessible to only a few. Trust me when I say that those who have ventured into it have often come to rue their decision. Allow me to present this video as evidence. An eerie creature silently traverses, moving from the hallway into a room and eventually disappearing into unknown territories. And if you suspect it to be a human, take a closer look at its peculiar gait. Does that resemble the movement of a human being to you? This video was captured by a brave soul who thought it would be a really great idea to go out alone into the deep woods at night. He thought he'd end up meeting some unusual beings and, well, guess what? He got exactly what he was expecting. A creepy little cryptid staring right at him from behind the tree. Was it just waiting for the right moment to attack, or was it too scared to come out? The mystery has been unsolved since forever. What this video captured was not only something out of this world, but also seemed to be from another universe. How can a being so effortlessly change shape and then fly away like that? Either there's a lot happening on this planet that we don't know about, or humans have become exceptionally skilled at editing videos. Some kids were playing in a playground when they noticed something unusual near a tree. Intrigued, they approached it to investigate, and this is what they discovered. At first, it resembled a firefly, or perhaps a dragonfly, but after a few moments, it became apparent that it had arms and legs. The creature seemed to possess 4 limbs, 2 arms, and 2 legs. When the video circulated on the internet, many people claimed it was a fairy, while others dismissed it as a hoax. This trail cam was doing its job, recording the animal looking for food or something, and then we see 2 glowing eyes in the background. Could it be a monster or just a bear? No logical explanation was ever given, and all we have is this footage and those 2 terrifying eyes. Out of this minute-long video, you only see it at the very end. A very huge creature doing something under the shade of a tree. According to the person who recorded this, it was a Yeti. But nothing is for sure, as no one had ever seen anything like that in the area before. Hence, the mystery remains unsolved since forever. If you still think fairies aren't real, then explain to me this clip. It clearly shows a creature flying around being all mischievous around the camera, just like Tinkerbell should do. So tell me, if not a fairy, then what can it be? At first I was like, is this something out of a fantasy fiction movie or something? Or maybe it's real. It looks like a dog or a horse maybe, since it's on all 4s. What if they're real? I'm gonna go adopt one ASAP. 2 guys thought they were the paranormal experts, so they went into an abandoned building to see what they can catch there. And they ended up with this creature dressed in all black. Being all brave, they tried following the thing, but when they got to where the creature was, it had already vanished. Bigfoots aren't creatures that prefer to stay in hiding all the time. Sometimes they get so close to humans that it becomes almost impossible for us to believe. That's exactly what happened in this clip, where a man was busy with his baby. As the camera moved up, we saw a big creature going somewhere. The man whose CCTV camera captured this video was left shaken when he saw it. It was his dog playing with another dog, which looked more like a ghost. It happened in Melbourne, and as soon as it hit YouTube, people couldn't help but relate to the movie Pet Sematary. However, no one could tell if it was real or just a camera error. Ask me, and I'd say that looks as real as something can be. But what do you guys think? Now, this video was recorded on a Ring camera in April 2023 and shows a pretty creepy woman being her weird self at someone else's door. Even though she looked like she might be too drunk, the sight of her was creepy enough to scare the homeowners so much that they decided not to open the door and called the police. She tried multiple keys to open the lock, and fortunately none of them worked. But she tried multiple times before walking off the property. A man went to Romania, and from the locals he heard about a weird zoo nearby. He decided to go and check it out. Cameras weren't allowed, so he hid one and went inside. What he captured was something creepy as hell. A man, or something that looked kind of like a man, was in a cage, growling like an animal, and people were there just to watch it, like they were watching other animals. The video just shows us a small glimpse of the creature, and we're left wondering what on earth might be going on there. It might look like a usual video from a nightclub, but wait till you see a tiny creature appearing on your screen and then disappearing in a millisecond. What's even weirder here is that not a single person realized the presence of the creepy thing. Is it that the creature was only visible on the camera and not to the naked eye? And what kind of creature is that exactly? Let me know if you have any insights. I'll be honest about this one. At first, it just looked like a cat to me, but when they zoomed in on it and the creature became clear, that's when I freaked out. I don't know what the woman was thinking, going in there and then getting scared. Of course, the creature was offended, and it also looked like it was ready to pounce on her if she hadn't moved back. Don't you agree? A woman with her head upside down, and maybe she was upside down too? Well, this is what a camera in India captured. The area was already famous for being haunted by all kinds of ghosts at night, and the video just confirmed the fear of the locals, since there's a chance that it might be just a prank by someone. We all think that fairies aren't real, but the people in this village might be thinking otherwise, as they have this abandoned place called the Fairy Village. According to them, fairies lived there once, but had to leave when too many humans started knowing about it. But this is not it. There are many legends and stories famous about it. Some say elves lived there, while others say they see fairies sometimes. In case you want to go visit, it's in the woods of Middlebury. And it all started with them getting on with their fireworks. Whoever was sleeping peacefully in the dark of the night got disturbed and had to come out of the darkness to scare the annoying humans off, and needless to say, it kind of succeeds in doing so. The Martin Mansion is an abandoned building located in California. It's been abandoned for years and is famous for the ghosts that reside in it. However, that was not enough to scare these people, and they decided to go in and confirm it themselves. Well, they got what they were looking for. A ghost with a lantern. Even though we couldn't make much of it, it was still enough to ensure that those guys will never return to the place. There's a video of some guys who went for a walk in the dark woods at night. They had a flashlight, but it was still very dark. While they were walking, they discovered a strange creature sitting on the ground with its back facing them. At first, they thought it was an animal, but when it turned its head, they saw its eerie, glowing eyes and a very creepy face. Some people believe it was a demon, while others think it was a fallen angel. In any case, it's really scary. If you think booby traps are something only old drug dealers and mafias had in their houses, you'll think otherwise after watching this. Two men set up potentially deadly traps on Hiker's Trail in Utah. And yes, it was a normal trail for most hikers in the area. It's a miracle that no one got hurt considering the placement of the traps. We don't know what the dog was thinking in this video. Must have thought it was a regular dog considering the way it was barking. The man recording the video had no idea either since he was so far away. However, when the tall, dark wolf got up, annoyed and done with the dog's barking, we realized it was no little dog. Instead, it was a monstrous wolf. A deceased werewolf was discovered by a farmer who subsequently handed it over to researchers for examination and analysis. Later on, unidentified individuals shared photos and videos of the werewolf, instilling great terror in those who came across them. Despite the researchers' diligent efforts to investigate, they were unable to provide any explanation, further deepening the enigma surrounding the incident. While taking his usual stroll, an Australian man stumbled upon an intriguing creature that resembled a worm but possessed some peculiar characteristics. What truly sets it apart is not its worm-like appearance, but rather its remarkable length and segmented structure. I've never witnessed a worm of such considerable size before. In this intriguing video, we see a cat relaxing under a deck while a bald eagle unexpectedly enters the yard. The cat curiously observes the eagle as it approaches. They have a respectful standoff for over 15 minutes, and the cat cautiously approaches the eagle, causing its back to arch, and the eagle spreads its wings. It's unclear what the eagle's intentions were, whether it was after the cat or something else, but it was an intriguing clip nonetheless. The notion of mermaids being mythical creatures may be called into question after watching this video. In India, a man spotted something extraordinary swimming in the water and approached it for closer examination. To his astonishment, he discovered a creature that bore an uncanny resemblance to a mermaid, albeit smaller in size than anticipated. Could it be a baby mermaid? Or perhaps a tiny drowning monkey? Given the abrupt conclusion of the video, we cannot definitively determine the truth. I don't know what the man was doing on that raft and going exactly where, but when he turned the camera towards the thing he thought was following him, it definitely gave me creeps. If something like that was following me, I don't know how I'd remain so calm and record it all. But, well, he did, and after watching the clip, many suspected it to be a mermaid or something similar. Even though nothing was confirmed, there's still a slight chance that it might be. You must have watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. Well, let's just say life might just be the same for some people. For instance, this young man who recorded the clip of this weird creature lurking somewhere on Earth. Now, I don't know what place that is, and I don't want to know either. Just look at the size. Who would be so calm recording it and not running for their life? Unless it's fake. When a man was looking outside his window, he saw something very weird. There was a man sitting in front if he looked through the glass. But when he saw not from the window glass, there was nobody. How exactly is that possible? Unless it's a vampire or something. But was it? What do you guys think? A few years back, some workers were assigned the work to go to the back side of the factory and check why one of the drainage pipes was blocked, since it was causing a lot of problems. So they went with their phone cameras rolling to get video evidence of whatever problem they faced. But they ended up capturing something they weren't expecting at all. A white figure peeked from inside the pipe, leaving them shocked. This pig comes from China, and it looks very different from other pigs. Its face is shaped in a way that some people find scary, and it has a nose that looks strange, like a person's nose or something that boys have. Because of its unusual face shape, it has trouble breathing, and its tongue sticks out of its mouth in a funny way. When it opens its mouth wide, it looks like it's screaming, but no sound comes out. It seems like nature didn't protect this little piglet enough. Encountering a Bigfoot from a distance is one thing, but witnessing the spectacle of a colossal creature stumbling and tumbling takes it to a whole new level, and that's precisely what this individual managed to capture on camera. Two immense beings, possibly Yetis, were observed devouring an animal, and within seconds, one of them lost balance and rolled down the icy slope. Despite being recorded in 2016, no one has been able to provide a reasonable explanation to this day. It might have been a rake or perhaps a big monkey with shining eyes, though the chances of it being the latter are pretty low because there aren't many monkeys whose eyes glow like that in complete darkness. So what does that mean? Was it truly a garden tool? And if so, where did it go after staring at the camera? Are they hiding in the deep, dark areas, or do you think it's all a hoax? When two guys were in the forest filming and doing their thing, they heard strange sounds coming from somewhere nearby, and they thought it'd be better to go and investigate the area. Unaware of what was coming, they went there, and then this happened. A strange, pale creature came running towards them, scaring the guys. The video ends suddenly, so we're not sure what happened to them. If you believe that you're safe from strange beings when you're at home, you're mistaken. They follow you wherever you go. For example, take a look at this clip. This man thought he lived alone until a child appeared from behind a TV, peeking from behind. The man had to go check, and that's when things got strange, because the child completely disappears when the man reaches there. A dog-like creature that was bent over was captured on camera running away from something. This makes me curious. Was it scared, or was it trying to escape after doing something wrong? Despite gaining millions of views online, nobody has been able to identify exactly what it was. We all know that the only purpose of trail cams is to capture wildlife at its best. But sometimes these cameras end up recording some other kind of life at its best too. Just like any bear or lion would, this creepy creature was also distracted by the trail cam. Late at night and before going on its way, the creature made sure to give a nice stare to the camera. And if that was my camera, I'd have removed it from there ASAP. A man happened to capture this slimy thing when it was on his way somewhere, and since it wasn't like anything he'd seen before, he decided to capture it on camera. It doesn't appear to have any eyes, but a head-like thing which moves a little bit. It looks something like what a blob would look like. So is it some new species? And if it is, then I'd rather stay away from this slimy thing. Ever wondered how large anacondas are? What's the maximum limit they can go to? Well, they can easily go to 30 feet, and this anaconda right here can give you an idea of how dangerous these beings can be. The tree can't even hold its weight, and it comes down as this snake tries slithering its way up on it. Watching this, I'm really glad Titanoboas are long gone, or God knows what might have happened. Maybe it really was a rake, or maybe just a gorilla with glowing eyes. Though the chances of it being the latter are pretty low because there aren't many gorillas whose eyes glow like that in pitch dark. So what does that mean? Was it really a rake? And if so, then where did it go after staring at the camera? Are they hiding it in the deep dark regions? Or do you think it's all fake? When two guys were out in the woods filming and doing their thing, they heard weird noises coming from somewhere nearby, and they thought it'd be better to go and check the area out. Not knowing what was coming, they went there, and then this happened. A weird whitish creature came running towards them, freaking them out. The video ends abruptly, so we're not sure what happened to them. If you think you're safe from the weird beings if you're at your home, then you're wrong. They follow you everywhere you go. For instance, take a look at this clip. This man thought he lived alone until a kid appeared from behind the TV, peeking from behind. The man had to go check, and that's when things got weird, because the kid completely vanishes when the man reaches there. And this bended like a dog creature was caught on camera running away from something, and this is the point where I wonder, was it scared of something? Or did it do something and was trying to run and not get caught? Even after millions of views on the internet, no one was able to tell exactly what that was. While most individuals tend to avoid perilous situations, there are those inquisitive souls who relish delving deep into the enigmatic realms. Take, for instance, this duo who, during their forest expedition, stumbled upon an abandoned mine shaft. Judging by its appearance, it seemed as though centuries had passed since anyone had set foot inside. Contrary to the instincts of regular folks, these two individuals decided to approach the mine shaft and investigate its contents. However, within seconds, they discovered why the mine shaft had been forsaken. An unusual creature with luminous eyes suddenly materialized out of thin air. Some men were driving their way home late at night when they saw something weird nearby, so they stopped their car and decided to film it on their camera. And when you see this, you'll be just freaked out as it shows a creepy creature looking towards the men from behind something. Some claimed it was the rake, while others said it was just someone in a costume, but nothing was for sure. This cat was doing the usual cat stuff, and the owner of the cat was recording herself being herself, just like most cat people out there do. But then something weird happened. A creepy hand came from under the drawer and tried grabbing the cat. People were quick to suspect it was a demon living under there. What do you think about it? When people started hearing weird noises coming from the sewers, they informed the authorities. However, even after investigating, there was nothing to be found, so they set a camera under there, and this is what the camera recorded. A pair of glowing eyes. Like the creatures came to inspect and quickly ran away after seeing the camera. Pretty scary, don't you think? In April 2023, people saw a mysterious creature swimming in the water. It was in a park where most of them went jogging in the morning, so a lot of witnesses were there. The creature looked like it was stuck in the water but refused to come out, so no one could really tell what it was except that it was unusual and nothing like they'd ever seen before. To some, it looked like a serpent, but nothing was ever confirmed. When the video was uploaded, no one could tell what it was. A caterpillar? Or maybe some other insect? But it didn't look like anyone had seen before. Well, I did my research, and it came out to be a thing called a case-bearing clothes moth. And this thing is just as weird as its name. They're named due to the silken case the larva weaves to protect itself while it's eating your carpet, and, well, I too would be weirded out if I ever saw one. What may appear as an incredibly creepy thing to you is actually a creature called a cystosoma. These are the world's most transparent animals, and yes, they do look peculiar. If you're thinking it's a prawn, it's not. Cystosoma belongs to a genus of marine mud flatworms, but it's distinct from all others based on its appearance. If you easily get scared of bugs, then pray to God that you never encounter this creature in your home. It's worse than any spider or any other bug on this planet. With countless legs and unsettling movements, let's just hope we never come face to face with this creature in real life. These four friends were enjoying their time capturing their pictures and all when something weird happened. A lizard-like thing, but bigger in size, appeared out of nowhere and ran towards the guys. We can hear them scream before the clip ends, so I don't think something good happened there. Creepy things can happen anywhere, and creepy creatures can appear anywhere, and this woman experienced it when at home. While all she wanted was to record her baby playing on the ground, she ended up getting footage of a tiny being running free in their home, and no, it wasn't a lizard or a rat. In fact, it looked kind of like a human, but a very tiny one. So does that mean dwarfs are real? Is it a plant or some new kind of bird babies? Well, whatever they are, I'll be staying far, far away from them because they already look quite creepy in a video. When this clip hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. To some, it was a rare sea animal, and to others, they were alien babies. But to me, they're something I should stay away from. While we think that fish are for water and we are for land, these snakeheads are here to prove us all wrong. They can move just as efficiently and quickly on land as they can in water. And now I think that we need to not just look out for snakes hiding somewhere, but these snakeheads too.
See ya, bud.
A man had the most terrifying moment of his life when he was tarpon fishing at sunrise in a tropical wetland in Florida. Everything was going well, and he even managed to catch a fish. But that's when things started going the wrong way. As he started reeling in the spool, he noticed a gigantic alligator raising its head out of the water and about to approach him. Stunned, he stepped back, but the reptile chased him. Even though he got lucky and the gator turned back, that was one scary experience to remember. What looked like a bunch of school kids going somewhere in a line was actually a group of fish who were having the time of their lives on land. Maybe they just wanted to try something new and were bored with their life in water? Whatever the reason, the fish kind of scared 1 million people on the internet from the video. However, we'll tell you that these are mud skippers, and they're actually known to be able to breathe air while out of the water. Incredible, right? A usual night ride back home became a scary one when these bikers and other people started crossing the bridge. What awaited them was a humanoid creature walking on the bridge. Nobody knew what it was and where exactly it was going. The only thing that seems suspicious here is the normal manner everyone's going about their thing. The biker says he got scared, but why was he getting so close then? Imagine you're enjoying a fun night with your friends when suddenly a huge animal appears from the darkness and locks eyes with you. I can't fathom why these people chose to stay and record it. That creature is an enormous wolf, my friend. Your safest option is to run as fast as you can to save yourself. 2 teenagers in Akron, Ohio were on their work break when they noticed something unusual outside their car window near a cemetery. They saw a dark figure digging something up in the cemetery, but it didn't look like a human. The figure had a strange body shape and thin arms. Some people suggested it could be a Sasquatch or even a zombie, but the true identity of the figure remains unknown. The girls were scared and quickly drove away. Regardless, it's unsettling to think that something non-human was disturbing graves. A news reporter was sharing a regular story when something incredibly strange happened behind her. A bright light appeared in the sky, and her cameraman pointed it out. The reporter was visibly shocked as the light orb flew away, which was very bright and illuminated the area around it, indicating that it wasn't fake. And since it was broadcast live some years ago, it would have been difficult to add special effects. However, well, I can't be very sure about it. When the man thought it was just a baby cougar and nobody else, the mama cougar was there watching him. And in a minute, it sprinted towards the man very quickly but came to a halt a short distance away. This continued for 6 whole minutes, which must have felt like the longest 6 minutes of the man's life. This man deserves credit for remaining calm and not running away as most people would have done. He also never turned his back to the cougar, and that decision ultimately saved his life. Sometimes trail cams, which are primarily used to capture wildlife, end up recording something else as well. This strange creature, like a bear or lion, got distracted by the trail cam one night. Before leaving, it gave a creepy stare to the camera. If it were my camera, I would have it removed immediately. While going about his usual routine, this truck driver caught something super creepy on his dash cam. And if you watch the video at regular speed, you might miss it. But if you slow it down a bit, you'll spot a strange figure standing by the roadside. What the heck was that thing? Some folks are saying it's an extraterrestrial, but others are calling it a hoax. But even if it was staged, it's still enough to give you the heebie-jeebies. Don't you agree? So there was this guy living in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of trees behind his house. Every day he kept hearing these freaky noises that he just couldn't explain. So he came up with a plan to get to the bottom of it. He set up a camera in his backyard and another one in the woods. And let me tell you, the footage he got was seriously spooky.
What is that? My bad, man.
He caught this bizarre creature in his backyard that looked like it was wearing some kind of freaky mask. And in the woods, he caught another creature that was glowing like crazy. It was totally nuts. But even after all that, nobody knows what the heck those things actually were. A strange video filmed on a Canadian mountain has left people scratching their heads. The footage shows a massive creature that left the videographer stunned. The next day, when he returned to film again, the creature was nowhere to be seen. After posting the video, many people had different ideas about what the creature could be, ranging from a Nephilim or Yeti to a secret military experiment. Let us know what you guys think. Let's say the day's pretty stormy outside and you still think that you need to go outside to see how bad the weather is. And when you do, this is what you see? What will you do? Obviously go back into the house as soon as possible, right? Unlike this man who thought he should take his camera out and record it all. A brave soul, I must say, or maybe it's fake. What do you think? Just the head out of the water, standing straight, not even moving an inch, and water dripping from its mouth. This is a creature which was caught on camera somewhere in China. As soon as the video hit the internet, people started claiming it was a sea dragon. But the question is it really? Or is it just a fountain more than half inside the water? Let us know if you know anything about it. Long gone are the days when black cats were considered signs of bad luck or other things, but there are times when I find myself wondering, what if those people were right? And you'll agree with me when you see this black cat with glowing eyes staring straight towards the man. She refuses to clear the path for the man, which of course scares the hell out of him. And not only that, she also attacks and hisses at the man, What remains unexplained is what caused this cat to show such weird behavior. Insects are creepy, and there's no denying that, but what if I tell you that these creatures are starting to get even creepier? Look at this one, for instance. When people saw it for the first time, they weren't just weirded out, but also confused, not knowing what kind of insect it was. But let me tell you, it's called Creatonatos gangus, and it's a kind of moth, usually called the monster moth, created by Satan himself. While exploring the park, a man stumbled upon a squishy mass in the pond that bore a striking resemblance to a brain wiggling around in the water. Fortunately, it wasn't a human brain as he initially feared. Nevertheless, its peculiar nature was just as bewildering as a real brain would have been. It turned out to be a collection of minuscule creatures rarely seen before. People who've encountered this unusual formation have given it interesting monikers such as Blob Monster and Dragon Booger. A security guard whose duty, unfortunately, was of night, and he had to guard the building all night long. For some days, he was hearing weird noises, like someone slamming the door, but he didn't pay much attention to it. But one day, it was getting a little too much, so gathered all the courage and went to check who exactly is there. While he couldn't see anyone, his camera captured a ghostly shadow on it. But was the ghost behind all those noises, or was there something more scary hidden? No one could even answer that. A Facebook picture circulated in 2014 had a lot of people up there worried. The post was shared thousands of times within a few hours and had a lot of people uttering the word skinwalker, a well-known legend in Indian country. The picture shows an unexplained being lurking on the side of a road. Someone caught a really creepy video and posted it online. It shows a creature that looks like a spider or maybe a crab, and it scared a lot of people. At first, I thought it was just a dog dressed up in a spider suit, but when I took a closer look, I realized it definitely wasn't a dog. The only dog in the video looked totally freaked out by the weird bent-legged things too. So we're all pretty confused about what it could be. So there was this male deer in Ottawa, Canada that got caught on camera losing its antlers. It might seem strange to us, but it's actually a regular thing for male deer to lose their antlers in winter to make way for new ones. The shedding process usually happens from late winter to early spring. It was funny to see that the deer in the video seemed surprised by what was happening and ran away looking confused. It's really hard to figure out what those lights in the sky are. Some people think they might be aliens, but others think it's just a bug in front of the camera. Do you think this means aliens are visiting us, or maybe they're here, but we don't even know it? Also, what about those strange flying objects we sometimes see? The government just released a report on them, but there's still not enough evidence to know for sure what they are. We know how birds travel from one place to another in flocks, all flying together to search for new places to live and feed, right? But this murmuration of a massive flock of birds was just something else. Even the researchers said they'd never seen such a kind of behavior in birds before, and that it might be alarming as well. Do you doubt the existence of Bigfoot and other creatures like that? Well, check this out. There's some drone footage that might make you think twice. In the video, you can see some enormous trees shaking like crazy as if a giant monster is trying to pull them out of the ground. And we're not talking about puny trees. These ones are huge and super tall. No way could a person or machine do something like that. So do you still believe that Bigfoots are just made-up stories? And this video was captured on a trail cam, and it's just too cute to miss. You can see a mother fox and her 4 cubs all playing around and annoying their mom a bit, but she doesn't seem to mind at all. What's even more amazing is that the family seems completely oblivious to the fact that they're being recorded. This picture shows a Bigfoot walking through the woods. It was taken by a trail cam installed in the Charleston area, but when they went to investigate it, it turned out to just be a cutout of a cardboard, which was all part of a prank pulled by someone. Believe it or not, this bear from Boulder, Colorado has become the new selfie champ. The story goes that this curious creature found a camera with a motion sensor and decided to go wild with it. The outcome? More than 400 snapshots of the bear posing in all kinds of ways, giving his best sultry gaze and even making some goofy faces. This bear wasn't going to quit until it got every picture just right for social media. So I know spotting an old man just walking anywhere does not sound spooky or anything, but spotting something which looks like an old man but with no head and carrying God knows what in his hand is one disturbing thing. To some it was a demon, while to others some kind of prank. But whatever it was, the man was not something you'd want to encounter in your life. Most of us just want to stay away from danger, but some curious minds, they just love diving deep into the mysteries. For instance, these two. While wandering in the forest, they came across an abandoned mine shaft. By the looks of it, it seemed like it's been centuries till the mine shaft has been used by anyone. So, well, unlike every normal human being, these two decided to go a little closer and check what was in there. And a second later, we knew the reason why the mine shaft was abandoned, as a weird creature with glowing eyes just pops out of nowhere. Just as spiders have been caught crawling on the trail cams, some other weird creatures have been caught flying here and there as well. For instance, take this one. This Ring camera was supposed to keep eyes on the intruders, but what it recorded left the house owners in shock. At first, what you see might look like a spider, but some tiny strange creatures keep flying around the camera. But what was it? Some fairies or something else? Do let us know what you guys think. When this man was trying to find something out of the ordinary in the woods, he came across exactly that. A weird, tiny creature with glowing eyes hiding deep under some abandoned well. And even though he was just looking for that kind of thing, the man did not stop for even a second to have a closer look at that thing. This video captures this super creepy guy lurking around in the woods. The person filming tries to have a chat with him and figure out what he's doing there.
How you doing? Oh.
But he doesn't say a single word. Instead, he just makes these spine-chilling noises that'll totally creep you out. After a moment, the man begins crawling out of the woods in the most bizarre manner, and that's when the person filming becomes spooked and decides to leave the area. So there's this video of these guys who went for a night walk in the woods. They had a flashlight, but it was still hella dark. As they were walking, they found this strange creature sitting on the ground with its back to them. At first, they figured it was some sort of animal, but when it turned its head around, they saw these creepy glowing eyes and a super creepy face. Some folks say it was a demon, while others reckon it was a fallen angel. Either way, it's some seriously spooky stuff. This video features a man who was intrigued by unusual sounds emanating from the sewer near his home. He'd heard similar noises before and had seen what he believed to be an extraterrestrial being. In a courageous attempt, he tried to communicate with the creature, but the outcome was anything but calm. While some speculate that it may have been the rake, the identity of the creature remains a mystery. Where trail cameras usually take pictures of animals when they're doing their normal things like resting, looking for food, and doing their daily tasks, sometimes these cameras capture really strange and funny moments too. Like this bear who was just doing its bear things when suddenly it saw something really strange in front of it. It was its own reflection. Can you imagine? The bear was really surprised and didn't like it at all. It didn't expect to see itself like that, and it got upset, or at least it seemed like it did. This CCTV camera was only mounted to ensure the safety of the vehicles and all, but it ended up recording a weird creature who crawled up to a poster on the wall and then continued to scratch it to pieces before moving away and out of the camera's reach. And even if we look at it closely, it looks nothing like a human wearing any costume. This Eagle Cam captures amazing footage off the coast of Southern California, specifically the west end of Catalina Island. We see a bald eagle in its cliffside nest about to settle for the night. A sly fox approaches hoping for free eggs, but Mama Eagle intimidates it. She calls for her mate who quickly responds. The fox posed no threat to the eagle, but was after the eggs. This video reveals the dangers of lurking in the wild and for the animals at night, as some predators prefer coming out when others are asleep. In January 2021, a clip went viral which showed a weird hairless creature crawling up to things in the jungle. As much as it creeped people out, it also alerted the authorities who began the search for it. And after months and months of search, they actually did find it. Though the bear was in pretty rough condition, he was scared and weak and had to be kept in a cage before he was transferred to somewhere safe and where he can be taken care of. These trees were recorded moving. Like, literally moving from one place to another. Was it the neighborhood that annoyed them, or they felt unsafe due to humans? We could never know since trees don't talk. Now, this one might be just an image taken by a trail cam and not a whole video, but this single image is enough for us to get an idea about how eerie and unbelievable life in the woods can be. Was it an alien or just an animal from an unusual angle? We can't say for sure, but you let us know if you have any ideas. If you think it's just another usual trail cam video which shows gorillas sitting here and there and busy with their normal routine, that's not the case. These aren't just any gorillas. These are the Cross River gorillas, and sadly they're endangered with only 200 individuals left to survive. In fact, these are the rarest gorillas on the whole planet. And this trail cam happened to capture these majestic creatures living their lives in Cameroon. You must be thinking it's too dark and too blurry to actually determine that's a Bigfoot going about in the woods, but the size of the creature and what we can make out from the darkness, I don't see any chance of it being some other animal other than Bigfoot. I mean, we can see it walking on 2 feet and it being all dark and hairy, and its size as compared to the trees is pretty huge. Ask me, and I'd say it's a Bigfoot for sure. This man had heard that mysterious creatures lurk in the desert, especially at night. So he did what anyone would do, set up a camera and waited for the night to pass so he could go check if it captured anything unusual. And to his surprise, it actually did. What was it? A death worm? An alien? A monster? We'll give you a moment to take a guess. But when he inspected it all, it turned out it was just a buffalo. But scary nonetheless. Don't worry, man, we were just as confused as you were. In June 2022, a man's security camera happened to click a photo which had the whole world in shock. Even the mainstream media couldn't help but feature it. They called it the Wolfman. Nobody had any idea if that was someone playing a prank or was it really a Wolfman. At first, the residents of the area thought it was just a coyote responsible for the missing animals and spreading fear everywhere, so they set up cameras everywhere in hopes of catching the animal in the act. However, what the camera ended up recording was something that blew their minds. A huge creature was seen lurking in the woods. And what else could it be except for the famous Sasquatch, right? It was never caught, but was never seen ever again either. Maybe it's since that humans have come about it. What do we call a person gliding through the streets, not walking like normal human beings but moving in some otherworldly form? We call it a ghost, and a ghost is what this CCTV camera ended up recording. Now, don't ask me whose ghost it was, because I don't know about that, but it does seem like in a hurry. Maybe he was going on his daily haunting duty. What do you say? A crooked, glowing creature moving in the weirdest way possible in the street. If I ever see something like that, I'm going to leave the country for good. I don't know how these people get the courage to actually stand there and record such stuff. And, well, as soon as this video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. Questions arising from everywhere about the authenticity of the clip and the identity of the creature, but the questions had been unanswered ever since. How fast is a mountain lion, and how sneaky is it? If you find yourself wondering such questions, then we're here to give you answers. As this mountain lion sneaked up on the deer, and the deer was all clamped in its claws in a matter of mere seconds, and good thing this was all captured on a trail cam installed somewhere in California, and if you notice, the leap is right on the neck, fast and on target. Amazing. When one cougar minded its own business, the other one was in a mood of letting the man know how dangerous he can be. So he ran as fast as he could towards the man and stopped just a few inches away. And he did it for 6 minutes straight. Might be the longest 6 minutes of that man's life. And about the man, I would say he did a great job at staying calm and not taking off running as most people would have done, and he never turned away from the cougar. And that's what saved his life. When these pictures went viral online, they really got people talking. They show a little cat sitting on top of some big animals, which surprised a lot of folks. Nobody could believe how chill the cat was about it. Some people even made jokes about the cat being the boss of all the other animals. But then some experts gave their 2 cents and said that the cat, which is called a genet, was likely using the other animals as a lookout point to find prey. That's pretty clever if you ask me. There was a guy in Brazil who saw something strange on a rooftop while he was doing his own thing and decided to record it. What he captured was a weird creature that looked like a huge ant hanging out on the roof. Some people thought it was extraterrestrial, but to me it looks like a really big ant. Brazil has all sorts of creepy crawlies, so who knows what else is out there, right? The freakiest part is that the creature vanishes right after the guy spots it. What was it doing up there? We may never find out. Have you ever seen those spooky creatures people call night crawlers or soul walkers? They can give you the creeps, but they're also strangely calming. There's this video from California back in 2011 that shows 2 stick-like figures walking through the woods. They almost look like a family of ghosts, with one resembling a little baby ghost and the other maybe a ghost mom or dad. It's a peaceful and serene scene, and I hope they were able to keep wandering about undisturbed. Trail cameras are used to take pictures of animals in the wild, but sometimes they capture something really creepy. Like this one time, a man in a clown mask was caught on camera in the forest at night. We don't know what he was doing there, or if he was even a real person. The spooky clown stared right at the camera before vanishing into the woods, giving everyone the creeps. Who knows what other scary stuff is out there lurking in the shadows? The deep, dark woods conceal secrets and elusive creatures that have managed to evade human detection. Despite our assumptions that certain species have gone extinct, they persist in their natural habitats, hidden from our eyes. However, a trail camera recently captured a remarkable sighting in Vietnam, a two-tone mouse deer that scientists believed had been extinct for 30 years. The footage astonished the world as it revealed a healthy and lively creature meandering through the woods. So there was a video that captured an elk on a trail cam wearing a tire like a necklace. Crazy, right? This poor elk had the tire around his neck for 2 years while going about his daily life. As time passed, his neck and antlers grew bigger, which made it impossible for him to remove the tire by himself. Luckily, wildlife officials came to the rescue. They gave the elk some medicine to make him sleep and attempted to remove the tire. Sadly, they had to remove his antlers too. But don't worry, the elk will grow a new pair of antlers in due time. The Wildlife Channel put cameras in the jungle to see the animals there. They were hoping to film them doing normal things, but what the cameras showed was surprising. The bears they caught on camera were dancing and moving their bodies like Shakira. It's pretty amazing that bears can dance like that, but did you know that bears also get itchy? And instead of scratching themselves with their paws like we do, they use trees. And look at them go. They're really enjoying themselves, aren't they? When you go camping, unexpected guests might drop by, like mosquitoes and other bugs if you're lucky. But if you're not, like the guy in this video, a big male lion and 2 lionesses might pay you a visit. The man was sleeping soundly in his tent when all of a sudden this happened. Luckily, he stayed put and didn't try to run away. The lion seemed more curious than anything and didn't harm him. Despite the scare, the camper had an unforgettable night. So there's this really weird thing that a camera caught in the forest. It looked like the earth was moving up and down, almost like it was taking a break from spinning and going around the sun. People call it the breathing earth because it's like the ground is breathing. This happens when the wind is strong and the ground is loose. It can be pretty scary if you don't know what's going on. You might think the earth is going to swallow you up. It's definitely one of the craziest things ever caught on trail camera. Recently, a trail camera recorded an intense brawl between two male bears. It all started when one of the bears let out a bone-chilling snarl, warning the other bear to back off. Things quickly escalated from there, with the bears wrestling and biting each other in a wild frenzy. The fight lasted for a few minutes before they eventually went their separate ways. It was a crazy scene that happened deep in the heart of the woods. A creepy trail cam pic caused a stir online because a little girl was seen in the middle of nowhere with no humans around. People wondered how she got there or if she was a ghost, but it turns out she was just with her grandpa and the pic was taken in the woods. No need to be scared, she's a real human. This picture was captured by a trail camera in the dead of night. We haven't been able to investigate it further, but it appears to be a rake lurking in the darkness of the woods. We're keeping our eyes peeled for any updates, but for now, all we have is this eerie image, and people are saying it's real. It isn't always the animals or the mysterious beings that lurk in the woods. Sometimes it's humpback whales also, found laying all deep in the woods. And how exactly the whale ended up there, so far away from the ocean? Well, that's been a mystery ever since. When a man went out to check his trail cam and what it captured this time, he was stunned to see the picture the camera had taken. To some, it appeared like two glowing eyes, and to others, it was a UFO. Since it was just a picture, we can't say if it was fake or just something which looks eerie. Crocodiles are super deadly creatures. They don't care about anyone or anything, not even if you're just trying to record them with a camera. They can sneak up on you real slow, and before you know it, you're stuck in their powerful jaws with no escape. These fierce felines hunt and chow down on all sorts of critters, but one time one of them got snapped by a camera while running into a rattlesnake on its way somewhere. It made sure to take out the snake before resuming its original plans, but man, it really had to work hard to take down that snake. It used its sharp claws and teeth to crush and bite the snake's head in an epic battle. At first, the coyote could be seen running away from the camera's range of vision, and shortly after, the mountain lion appeared and chased after the coyote. And after a few seconds, we could hear the coyote screaming for help, indicating that the mountain lion had caught it. That's how fast these deadly lions are. Have you ever seen videos of people fighting that go viral online? It happens quite a bit, right? But it's actually pretty rare to come across videos of kangaroos fighting. Well, I recently saw one on trail camera footage. These two kangaroos were squabbling and it was pretty interesting to watch. The fight started when they grabbed each other by the neck and tried to knock each other over. But in the end, they both walked away peacefully. Pretty cool, huh? A home security camera in Texas ended up recording a girl dressed in all white walking through the backyard. When the family saw it, they were all perplexed as the girl was not someone they knew or had ever seen. But then, who was it? A ghost? Or just someone pulling a prank? Humans have a natural curiosity that drives them to investigate anything unusual. But in this particular case, a man took his curiosity to the extreme. He heard strange sounds coming from the woods and decided to explore it late at night to see if he could find anything interesting. To his surprise, he stumbled upon a strange creature behind a tree, making weird whistle-like sounds.
What the hell is that? What the hell?
Realizing the danger, he quickly ran away as fast as he could without looking to see if the creature was following him. It seems his curiosity got the best of him in this scary encounter. The Amazon rainforest is a place where you can find unique and unusual creatures. People often put trail cameras there to capture these animals. Recently, a rare Amazonian short-eared dog was spotted on one of these cameras. The species was thought to be almost extinct for a while, and researchers were losing hope of finding any. However, this video gave them new hope. The dog was just sniffing around in the forest like any other day. Teams have been sent to locate the dog so that it can be kept safe in a preserve and live longer. Now, this camera was installed in a wolf's den to see and keep track of what the mama wolf and her cubs were up to all the time. And this is how this mama was recording, trying to have some me time without her annoying kids ruining it. She left them out and came back to rest, but no, the kids won't leave her alone. They came back to annoy the hell out of their mother, leaving her angry and frustrated. I guess kids are all the same, no matter if they're humans or animals. This video was recorded in 2017 by a guy who was cycling in the woods. Now, the purpose behind this guy being there is unknown, but what he managed to capture is something way more interesting. A clown standing straight and emotionless in the middle of the woods. As the guy saw the clown at first, he tried going near him, but after a few seconds thought it was better to just get out of the place. The best decision, I say. The man who recorded this clip described the creature as looking like a dinosaur, but as it hit the internet, people couldn't help but wonder if it was the famous Loch Ness Monster. However, wildlife expert Ron McGill of Zoo Miami weighed in and suggested that the creature may just be a small whale surfacing. Still, nothing's for sure. There's always a chance that it can be the monster. You do let us know what you think, though. Trail cams get footage at times which is not possible if a person with a camera is recording. For instance, where this buck was filmed being a sleepyhead. Even though this is just a few seconds long, according to the owner of the camera, the deer usually comes every day and lay down at the exact same spot to take a short nap. Maybe it's the area that he likes, or maybe it's the camera. I mean, who knows, right? A crooked, glowing creature moving in the weirdest way possible in the street. If I ever see something like that, I'm going to leave the country for good. I don't know how these people get the courage to actually stand there and record such stuff. And, well, as soon as this video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. Questions arising from everywhere about the authenticity of the clip and the identity of the creature, but the questions had been unanswered ever since. There was a guy in Brazil who saw something strange on a rooftop while he was doing his own thing and decided to record it. What he captured was a weird creature that looked like a huge ant hanging out on the roof. Some people thought it was extraterrestrial, but to me it looks like a really big ant. Brazil has all sorts of creepy crawlies, so who knows what else is out there, right? The freakiest part is that the creature vanishes right after the guy spots it. What was it doing up there? We may never find out. Trail cameras are used to take pictures of animals in the wild, but sometimes they capture something really creepy. Like this one time, a man in a clown mask was caught on camera in the forest at night. We don't know what he was doing there, or if he was even a real person. The spooky clown stared right at the camera before vanishing into the woods, giving everyone the creeps. Who knows what other scary stuff is out there lurking in the shadows? Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get updates related to our latest videos.